the sky is on our foes. Come so close to eternity. Our shields are ready, the guns are watching the dawn. Follow humanity, all the species are gone. The silent of the sea. She has her memory. I am the king of war. Ship must anchor, the sky is on our foes. Come so close to eternity. Our shields are ready, the guns are watching the dawn. Follow humanity, all the species are gone. The silent of the sea. She has her memory. I am the king of war. The silent of the sea. She has her memory. I am the king of war. The silent of the sea. She has her memory. I am the king of war.
Yeah, that's
Neither
right.
do I, besides not playing tomorrow.
Hello.
Hi, everyone.
Hello. Hello there.
Hey, good evening. Welcome to TaleChasers on Friday. I'm Amber. These are my lovely Stargazers. And it is indeed actually Friday evening.
Yes.
We're just gonna segue straight into announcements. Our adventure, The City Below, hosted by yours truly, will be taking place next Thursday at 7 p.m. Central European time again. Sorry,
Let's
time
go.
zones are a little bit more complicated, but we will be picking up with session 2 at that moment, and we will see how our party of intrepid level 10 adventurers fares
I thought
down
we were level
in.
5.
Oh,
Guys,
whoops. Well, it's okay if you want to give
Uh-oh.
yourself a handicap.
guys, level up your character sheets. We're actually level 10.
Sorry. But we will see how they fare in the necropolis below Nov Astoria. Mark has an announcement.
Well, not much that people, I assume, didn't know. We are not playing tomorrow. It's Siri's birthday.
I did not know because you didn't tell me, so like I
I
put an
am
Instagram
sorry.
post out, Mark. This is fine. I will
This
go back to not posting.
my apologies. I thought
I will
I said
literally not
this
forgive you.
last week, but I am sorry. But we will be live the next couple of weeks, and do let us know how what you think about our new guest player. I think he's lovely. He's great. Uh, so be excited or look forward to more of him for the rest of this month for sure.
For the time being, it's just us this week. So enjoy me and also me next week. So just a lot of me. If you don't like me, then it's like your worst. It's gonna be your worst
It's
week.
gonna
If you
be
don't
the
like,
worst week.
it's gonna be
you
the
can just
worst
take
week
the
of your life if
recording
you
of
don't
our
like me.
sessions and
But
delete
don't,
Amber from
don't
the
worry,
video.
Amber. If they like me, I'll still be in this session as well. No, I'm kidding. Well,
I don't
will
know
be
about
here.
that.
Wow, that hurts a little
Until that time, can I get a recap from? Let's think.
I haven't
Mark.
heard Mark do one in a while.
Yeah, I was thinking
Me?
the same thing. It's Mark.
What do
Yeah,
you
Mark.
mean? No,
Give me a
I'm kidding.
recap.
Right. I'm
So what
ready
did
to
the
give
king
the
want?
recap. Last session, we started back at the water pond. I don't want to say it. A hole is a more accurate description, right, Amber?
Um, it was a hole in the ground. Yes.
Yeah, the hole. Where we found first, it was an aquarium full of fish, all with different colors and different movements. Um, after we investigated this somewhat, we found out that there were some differences about the fishies. And Zarius went to. Oh, what did you say?
Nobody said anything.
Oh, I thought you said something. Uh,
Yes, we did.
Why are
Don't
you gaslighting
gaslighting him.
It's okay, Mark.
starts crying. I don't know
Rightly so.
anymore. No. However, we realized that, or at least expected, the treasure to be in the watering hole, and because Zarius is able to breathe underwater with his beautiful magic item, the party decided that it was a good idea to send the guy that can't swim into the water hole. Because he can breathe anyway. So Zarius grabbed a big ass rock, and after having a rope tied onto him, which I think there was 3 ropes for 150 feet total, jumped right into the watering hole. After following the clues that were left, that were in the fish tank, like for example, some fish being dead, other fish being eaten, Zarius managed to find the right way until he found a castle. This castle contained a couple of treasures. One, it contained pearls and a beautiful, beautiful moonstone. 2, it contained a book, for which
It once contained a book.
Tokas will never forgive Zarius. And 3rd, it contained a weird moving like seaweed. Zarius grabbed all of it, and after giving 2 thugs, the party pulled him right back into the surface. As he was pulled into the surface, we investigated the rest. If there was any magic items amongst what Zarius found. Turns out the answer is no. It's a psychic seaweed. That was pretty much it.
It's pretty cool, though.
I loved it. It's in a jar. I got it. I want you all to know I have it with me.
Don't put things in the jar.
You might even
But-
say it's part of your hoard.
It's part of my hoard. Yeah, for sure. It's part of my lovely little critter
It's such a
collection.
weird thing to say.
Hint, hint. But we also found out that this place belonged to. I don't quite remember his name. Let me see if I have his name in my notes. Likely not. I do not have his name in my notes.
Very rude.
I know. Well, I was not the one reading his stuff. It was Tokas that was reading for his stuff. His diary, his journal, where it spoke specifically about someone else, a herbalist.
Mm-hmm.
Figured out this man was blind, or nearly blind. However, after collecting all the clues and treasure, we moved on back to the room with the statue where we put the gems in. And like some suggested at first, we put some other gems in, which rotated the room until we found another pathway. We followed that pathway and eventually came up to a room that contained a statue in the middle. As we approached, I think as we got to the edge, the room closed off, so we were stuck in it. I don't remember if it was a force field or a wall, but I remember it got closed off.
It is an invisible wall.
Yeah, it was a force field. Okay, I do remember that correct.
Mhm.
Yeah,
it got-
bonked his head into it and was like,
Yeah,
hold up.
I walked up to
Nani?
it. as we did hear the pipes and things start to rattle and rattle until swarms of rats came out, I think. And we start this session off right with initiative to fight them.
Correct. So, just to reiterate before we dive right back into that. You are in a dark chamber. There is ankle to knee deep sewage. For Tokas, this is like chest height, sewage.
Ugh.
On
Not
the
cool.
other side
Holding
of
all your books
the
above your head.
room is a set of dials. At the middle of it is the statue of what you can only describe as something that looks like a rat warrior or something that is like something akin to Delphine in her hybrid form. That is carrying this huge gleaming axe, which doesn't seem to be affected by the muck and patina that the rest of this room is covered in. The squeaking of rats surrounds the area, as though they are in the walls and clambering to get out. Party, what do you do?
Well, I would love to tell you, but I don't see a lot, so I think
There's nothing to see. Do not worry.
Okay.
I was worried I didn't vote.
Can I do
'cause I'm
this? Did I do something illegal?
What? No.
You can
That's
do
a cool
that.
image.
It's not a...
Thank you.
Lawrence will exclaim as he is. Oh, I can now see. Delete that Tokas right now.
No, I'll stay there. Thank you.
You wanna sit on the
I'll sit on the,
What
on
is
the
that?
laps of the rat.
of the Rat King.
The
Before
rat
you-
king. Yeah,
know,
but full on
before
rat
he tells
again.
you.
It actually
What
has some
do you do?
similarity.
Okay. Lawrence will exclaim, "We're locked in." As he looks up bewildered by the force field in front of him.
Pull out the scythe. That's it.
Alright. In that case, you spent the last 30 seconds talking about this and we roll initiative.
Right.
Classic.
I think. Where's my? Do I need to put my token on the map? I
Yeah, you
think
need to
so.
put your token on the map.
Yes.
Oh,
Ah.
apparently no. Brandon is such a chat. He did it anyways.
He's so chatty, literally made his token a square for this initiative.
Let's go.
What can I say, guys?
I was
So
worried
good.
I forgot to vote for inspiration, but then I realized we didn't play last week. I think it was before that.
Last week, yeah.
So I
Yeah.
did vote.
I don't know if we doled out that inspiration though, but yeah.
I don't believe we did.
Yeah, don't believe we did.
Oh, the
Let's see.
squeaking.
I'll use my
These goddamn rats. In my fucking basement.
Basement rats, basement rats, basement rats,
Basement
basement
rats
rats.
and basement rats and basement rats and
I'll join them. I'll wall chip into it and just attack you guys. I'm kidding.
Base?
There's Daria to get
Killed?
an inspiration.
nice.
Wow!
Bless.
Wow! Where's the sound effect? Wow!
Wow. Amber, I will expend 2 uses of or 2 vigor die to use ambush and get to add a vigor die to my initiative roll.
Very well.
So
Are you making these sounds as well on top of the sound that are already being made?
please don't.
Please stop.
Do not do that.
Fucking Gabe.
They did sound really accurate though. I
Thank
will
you.
Yeah,
tell
they
you.
did, and I don't like it.
Oh, at least you could say good
At the
job.
rat IRL.
No.
Okay.
Damn. Alright, how is Tokas running faster than me into
Because
initiative?
I'm
Come on
smart. I'm stronger. I am better. I am better.
now. Faster, stronger, better.
Oh,
Faster,
that's-
stronger,
Oh
smarter.
no,
faster.
that doesn't look very nice.
You see,
Oh,
the thing
no.
is, I'm neither stronger nor faster, but I'm just that much smarter.
Wait, what do you mean they're not ordinary rats that are about to just come out of the walls?
So why
What do you
would-
mean?
Why
What
would
do you
there
mean
be?
they're like
Only
these
my very
guys?
distant cousins.
Well, Togas, let's go. What do you do?
Tokas,
Panic, there's
what
no
do you
time.
do? You what?
I don't know what's going on.
Rats
Okay.
are approaching you, Togas. You are in a room that you cannot get out of. There's nothing else to explain. This
That's
is just how it is.
that's great. Okay. It's scavids, right? It's not just rats.
You don't know.
Is it a bipedal rat or is it just a
You
quadruple?
don't see the rats yet, Togas. 10.
Okay. Well, I am going to. I already did that. I am going to ready a firebolt. If I see, I'm gonna position a bit more to the center of the room, so that I'm not far away from the group. And I'm going to. But yeah, firebolt to shoot at someone if I see someone up here. That
Except-
is an enemy, of course.
You said there was dials on the other side of the room, if I recall.
Yes. There are
Ooh.
dials on the other side of the room.
What do they look like to me from here? What...
It looks like how do I say this? It looks like a number pad maybe from this
Oh, no.
distance. I mean, you can
Oh.
cross the side of to the other side of the room with ease.
Wonderful.
With
This
your,
this is definitely not a Vincent job, but fuck it. I will sway across the pewter side at my feet to the other side of the room to inspect these dials.
right. You can see that there's nothing except for this sort of like panel that has 4 knobs on it. It looks like, like vault doors have like a 0 to 9, dial thing.
Hmm.
There's 4 of them. And below, on the handle of each of them, there are letters. The letter R, the letter A, the letter T, and the letter S.
Rats.
Rats.
So
I'm
the
gonna
hand
write
of
this
each of
down.
these dials can be rotated and set to any number.
All right. So each dial has a letter that represents it, and each dial has a set of numbers that it can be turned to.
It also
Yes.
spells
0 to
star
9.
backwards.
Okay.
Yeah, it could
well,
also be star backwards, I guess.
honestly, I'm gonna look to this. I'm gonna
Probably,
turn around and go, guys, this looks like some Toka shit. This panel is looking at me and it says rats.
What do you want me to do? Throw Tokas?
You me thing?
As in a thinking.
Pull something!
Oh, I don't know. I'll just like turn something. I don't know. Start turning shit. I don't know.
How many numbers
it-
are on each dial?
0 to 9.
Okay.
Sure. I don't know. I'll do this at random.
Brennan, pick a
0 to-
number.
Yeah, sure. 0 to 9.
Roll a d9.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
Alright.
Breathe rats.
I'm gonna put the letter R to 1. It's just
You
wailing his
begin
hands. I
to
don't know.
turn the knob. There is like a slight bit of like, what's it called?
Give.
A slight bit of give, a slight bit of resistance as you do this, as though these dials have not been turned in quite some time. But they grind against one another, and the dial R is now set to 1. Vittorio.
I don't think that did much. There's a bunch
Oh.
of numbers and letters.
Alright.
What does it mean, Vincent? What does it mean?
Vittorio is going to.
Yeah,
Damn.
Vittorio.
Hmm?
10 seconds.
Oh, yeah. I will make my way over there as well. And then
Alright.
I will have a look for any other thing that might be like useful in terms of cracking that combination, as it were.
Any
So-
other thing, like,
so-
on this dial?
On the wall itself, I suppose, or the surrounding area.
Okay, perception check.
I'm gonna use an inspiration for advantage.
Nice. Natural 20.
Oh, nice. Let's go.
Hey.
Which side do you wait around the statue by?
Am I able to? Actually, no, that's an action. Fuck. I will go on the, I guess, right side of it.
Looking around the room, waiting past the statue. On the right side of the statue, you see that it is engraved at the base.
Mhm.
What's it called? It is engraved with the following writing that says 4 numbers are all you need, counting each pile is the key.
Okay, then that's what he yells out. He's like, shit on the statue. 4 numbers are all you need. Count the piles. Counting each pile is the key. And then he'll continue towards the dial.
Lawrence.
Yes, I am not sure what to do about the dial of the rat's dial. However, okay, so if from what I understand, there is like sewage basically threatening to flood this chamber.
Well, the sewage is stale. It is as it is. It is just knee height for you.
Okay, but the problem is rats are
Rats
spilling.
beginning to spill into the room at the start of this next turn. Yeah.
Okay.
And you have no way out, which means that you will drown in rats.
If only I
Don't
had
worry,
a
I can breathe them.
Tokaz-sized plug that I could use to plug this hole.
If only you can
Only
use
there
yours,
weren't
though.
so many holes all over the room.
Damn. I was about to get my sealing wax out and everything.
Well, don't you
Over
know
glue.
all of light already? You could just put
5
it on
seconds,
the wall.
Lawrence.
Oh, right, time turns. I don't know what to do. Lawrence gets up, and I guess I will try to examine the wall to the wall to see if there's some kind of like trigger for it or some kind of rune work that is etched somewhere that I can potentially identify with my
Like the
half
invisible wall?
completed. Yeah.
Go Arkhona.
I'm determined that my allies do not die.
Makes sense.
Hup. 22.
Soren, studying the wall, you are pretty sure that you are looking at, well, looking through a wall of force, which is literally an invisible wall that can be in any orientation that you choose. If it sprung up into existence after you guys entered this room, then there is probably a glyph somewhere set within this room,
Yes.
made to trigger
And I'd like to try to
Red conditions
find that.
below your feet.
Okay. In the sewer water.
No, there's a small, like, what's it called? Days? What do you call
Dias?
it? Days? Dias? Like a little, like, few
Dias
steps.
nuts?
Yes, there's a few steps on this side of the room. There's, like, also a little bit where you can't stand in the, where you can be free of the sewage water, at the, base of the statue that you can stand on.
Okay.
That's about the only space that's not sewage. But that glyph is clearly inactive now that it's been used.
Ah, shit. Okay, so it's not like it's holding concentration on it. And I could break it to remove the wall.
Is that your turn?
Yes, I guess I used my action. But I will, I will bonus action cast Sanctuary on, Tokas. And I will tell him that, I will twin spell it actually, on Tokas and on, who will solve problem?
Pick one.
Tokas and myself. I will cast it on. Actually, no, Vincent's right there. I'll cast it on Tokas and Vincent. Sanctuary, twin spell it, bonus action, and I will explicitly tell them that while they don't take any hostile action, creatures they are warded against harm.
Darius.
Just solve the puzzle, basically.
I want to say, how many pipes are there? And if there are, like, how many pipes into this room?
At least 3 on each side.
Okay. We have Tokas and Lawrence on one,
12 pipes.
Vincent and Vittorio on the other. I'd like to look at the pipes, see if I can find anything on the pipes themselves.
We can look into the pipes if you would like. Sure.
Yeah, like around
Go
and
ahead.
into the pipes. What is check is that?
Investigation is fine. Perception is
Okay.
also fine with me.
I realize I shouldn't have asked because all of those are the same.
Huh?
I'm
These are all
clicking,
the
but
same.
I'm not rolling. Why am I not rolling?
You
No,
are.
rolled.
You
You rolled two
rolled
fives.
two
Oh.
fives in a row. Well, an
I
8 in
didn't
total.
see it. I'm
You're
gonna
taking away
refresh.
the band rolls, don't worry about it.
I didn't see
That is
any
because the
rolls.
game thinks that you are not in the game. Oh, now you are
Now
in the
you
game.
are. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm refreshing.
Sorry, as you look around the pipes, the only thing that you can see of note here outside of the sludge, it doesn't seem to even have any markings of like a maker on it, as you would normally see on, you know, ready-made piping by a government agency. It doesn't even bear that. The only thing you can see is the gleaming eyes of a giant rats that are tunneling through the pipe towards you.
Zari just says, "All I can see is rats." He kind of like puts his shield against the pipe to try and block it.
That doesn't sound good.
At the beginning of this turn, rats begin to burst out of the pipes with their fat little bodies, squirming out, like literally like they were the shape of the pasta of like the pasta with the
What?
The what?
I imagine it, you know, like when you push pasta or like minced meat through like a pasta machine, and you like
Oh,
they come out the
God.
exact shape of the sausage. Like that's how the
gosh.
rats come out. Like this, they just like squeeze through the pipe
Oh my goodness.
and then just worm out and become like go back to their normal shape afterwards.
Well, actually,
Yeah.
Anyway.
I don't know if I like that narrative. I'm not gonna lie.
Rats beginning to fill the room, Tokas. They run towards you in droves.
Poggers.
What do you do?
Oh,
First of all, I
bugger.
need to know how the sanctuary spell works.
I posted in chat. Basically, while you are
Harmful
afflicted-
spell. Okay.
yeah,
Yeah, just wanted to know that. Okay, well, fuck. Making a check is an action, right?
Mhm.
But I will entrust Lawrence with his guidance for this round. Vittorio mentioned the piles. I'm gonna take a look around. Are there any visible piles, be of garbage or any particular item or material?
Make me perception check.
Perception.
I'm not really good at those.
Tokas, for your information, I would have definitely have mentioned to you, Tokas, that a wall of force is blocking our passage. The glyph is inactive. This is going to stay here for, I think, what, 10 minutes or something, however long wall of force lasts.
All right. Perception check.
Very
18.
good.
Alright, you look around the chest high grime of the sewage place here, and you just there's no piles here, Tokas. There's only muck and sewage water. Like some of it might have like there might be piles under the water, but it's so gross and dirty that you can't see through it.
The water is also not that tall, isn't it?
I mean, for a normal person, knee height. For you, chest
No,
height.
yeah. It's not really tall in that sense.
Yes.
It said check the piles. I can't find a message that was sent. Counting each pile is the key. Alright. Okay. Besides this statue and the end of the chamber with the little twisty things I don't remember the name of, there was nothing else, right?
There's nothing else, only holes in the walls and a dial.
Holes in the walls and the dial. And how many pipes are there?
At least 3 on each side.
So
Three
minimum
on
of
each side.
12.
Mm-hmm.
Turgis looks around a little bit. Well, I don't see any piles, unless they want us to kind the fucking piles of drops of sewage that landed in this place.
Alright,
That's it.
1 second. I need to double check.
Piles of rats.
Piles of rats? Is that you? Beats it. Togas, rats run up to you.
Right.
At the end of your turn, you take 3 piercing damage as they begin to nip away at your feet.
Can I avoid this somehow?
If you can avoid 99 fucking rats at once.
Oh, this is just the layer effect. Oh, that's clever.
Right, how much?
3.
Alright.
And with the 15, they circumvent Lawrence's sanctuary.
Yep.
Vincent!
After I hear the issue about the piles and him thinking that maybe they're under the water, then Vince will turn around and be like, I'm no good with this dial. Well, I guess I'm going ship pile diving, and I'm just going to dive into the water and start, like, I'm just going to start spreading my arms wide to feel for anything under the... I'm just diving straight in like a pig in muck.
I feel like it would
Diving
be a
in.
lot better to use your like halberd to poke around.
And I'm just going to start yeah, sure, I'll use my halberd to start literally, like, sweeping the ground to see if I find any piles. In fact, no, I won't do it with my halberd. I'll do it with my hands, just in case it's something that I need to feel to touch, because with my halberd I might hit against it,
Makes sense.
so I'm going to use my touch. So I'm going to...
Big if true.
I'm just going to jump in and just start absolutely swaying my arms and swimming through whatever, as much movement as I can.
Right.
Alright. What would you like to... Would you like to roll for muck wading?
Muck wading and finding? I don't know, investigation, because I'm trying to find something under the muck, I suppose.
Yeah, go ahead.
Or can I make an argument for athletics, so that I am doing it at a better and quicker and easier pace?
You were very funny.
Yeah, didn't think so.
Wow, Amber, you're not gonna allow a wisdom athletics check? I see.
What a terrible person I am, truly. I was just thinking, like, wow, I am such a fucking horrible person.
Such a
Investigation is 14.
Well, I mean, that's relatively good.
Alright. With the
What-
14,
What do my disgusting hands feel?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna start pulling rats out from the muck.
ah, that's so gross. Vincent, after waiting around for a couple of seconds, you feel like your hands like touch upon something.
Tell me what it is.
Feels like I don't even know how I would describe this. Like feeling around with your hand, you feel like some prickly bits, I guess, and like some like a haft maybe that you can grab a hold.
Graph the haft covered in shit.
You're already covered in shit anyway, so like, what does it matter?
If it's something that I can grab, if it's something that I feel like I can grab, it's instinct. I'm just gonna pull at it.
All right, you pull away at it, and you out of the muck, you pull this something that looks like a shrubbery that is just half rotted and like, you know, wasted away from laying in the water for too long. There's only it's fucking gross. It is no good, Vincent.
It's muck, it's grim, and it's dirty, and there's nothing that seems like it's an answer. Okay, I'm just gonna throw it across the room and be like, I can't find shit in the shit! And I'll be my turn, that's my action, that's researching. I'll use all my movement to move as through as much muck as possible to like clear as much kind of like space in a turn as possible, but I'm gonna keep searching for this pile in the muck, I guess.
Very
Why
nice.
do shit in the shit?
Amber, I would like to see if there's writing on the other side of the statue as well, perhaps, at the base.
On the left side.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You travel, like, wading through the sewage to the left side, and it says, in writing there, albeit dirty, there are 6 made of 28. First, you must separate.
Repeat that, albeit dirty.
There are 6 made of 28. First, you must separate.
Yeah, I mean, he's looking at this and like, well, of fucking course, there's more text. There are 6 made of 28. First, you must separate.
What the fuck does that even mean?
I don't know. What? 6 pipes? 6 holes? I
No,
don't.
there's 12 at least.
With that, you also take 3 piercing damage as a rat bites you underwater. And Vittorio, one of them is hanging on your boot for 2.
Damn.
Lawrence.
I'm sitting here and I'm thinking, and I've got nothing. 6 made of 20. 6. Where does one begin? I'd like to make a perception of the room to see if I can see any other figures, items of interest, or like
Go ahead.
objects that potentially could be interacted with by the party.
Lawrence, outside of the things that I've described to you word for word at the beginning of this encounter, you don't see anything else that could be interacted with.
Would you mind repeating those for my own clarity?
This is in a pretty much an empty room. There is knee-high wastewater. There is a statue of a horned hybrid creature holding a pristine-looking axe high above its head. There's a dial on the other side of the room which has 4 knobs. That is it.
Yeah, I know.
Alright. Darius.
Action.
Okay, seeing as Vittorio is investigating the bottom side of the statue, I'm gonna try and climb on top of it.
Alright.
I want to look at the axe that it is holding.
You making it climbing?
Could
To
I use
mount this
acrobatics?
How would you acrobatics your way up the statue?
Like literally, like grab the arm and have like swing myself up and like you grab yourself, use the movement you use to run to swing
So
yourself.
like a strength
forward.
acrobatics.
Do I want to go parkouring in this?
Well,
room?
it's basically parkouring onto
You
the
know what?
statue.
Sure, go ahead. Roll.
Let's see how. Oh my god, what did I roll? I can't see it.
Nice, not
Yeah,
20.
well-
20.
20.
Hey!
Alright.
I'm gonna look at this
You-
axe.
You swing your way up to the statue, going over that wide base. And you move up to the axe, which is free of patina, and, it is as pristine as it gets. And checking this axe quite closely, you can see that there are 6 words engraved on its, what do you call it? On its blade. They are as follows: germs, trees, tears, rest, ages, and state.
Okay, wait, what is it? Germs, tree, state? Oh, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so give me a moment. I'm writing all these down. I'm also using this statue to get distance between me and the rats. But Zarius will yell out loud and says, "On the X, there's 6 things: state, germs, trees, tears, rest, ages. If we're looking at it, it's ages at least, and states. And rest.
What?
Rats, R-A-T-S, ages, rest, state, but there's 2 T's.
Huh? What? What are you talking about?
Oh, I'm sorry, it evades the rats for 1 round as he climbs up high on the statue.
Ah!
But then you see the rats beginning to scale the sides of the statue as well, like it's nothing. Swarming around it like a furry cloak. Tokas, go ahead.
I'm going to cast flight on myself. So that I can get out of the muck and out of the way of the rats. Voila, that is on me. And, okay, so we said there are those letters on the axe. 6 made of 28, first you must separate. For clarification, are there only 6 pipes in this chamber, or are there more of them?
No, there's more than that. There's at least 3 on each side. Some of them have 4.
Okay, so
Oh.
4 of that.
It's 4455. I think. It's
Yeah.
4455.
If it's on the order that did you put it? State, germ, trees, tears, rest, ages is the order in which the words are put, right?
Yep.
1, 2. Okay. What are we gonna do?
4455.
Did Zorius say that?
Yeah, Zarius is saying it's 4455. That is what Zarius is saying or thinking.
Right. Well, I guess I'll go and try to turn the things. The
455. Where are you getting
Dials.
4455 from?
I have no idea, but I guess
I don't
we
know.
can try that.
I'm
think that's
following
what
the
it
same line of thought that you are, but I'm trying to meet where you got 5544. It could be right. I'm intrigued, to be honest, more than anything.
Alright, which of the dials do you turn on your turn? Because you've already cast fly.
Oh yeah, sure. I can't turn dials if I use an action, can I?
I'll let you turn one of the free object interaction here.
I'll turn the first one to a 4. From the
Alright.
1 to 4.
There's a grinding sound as the dial moves along the panel. Vincent! More rats!
Yep.
Worm their way out of the fucking pipes continuously, like a stream of fur and teeth that never ends.
Okay, well, now that we're on it, my goal is to obviously protect Tokas, who's dealing with the dials. So I'm going to go up to Tokas and... Can I either, one, is it possible to... swing my halberd to try and get things off of Tokas to make sure that he doesn't take damage, or two...
No, I'm flying in the air. I'm Gucci.
Oh, you're flying. Okay, then I'm going to take the dodge action then.
You're also sanctuaried.
Yeah, you could try to turn the dials, since I only turned one of them. We have 3 to go.
Oh,
That's
yeah, of
true.
course. Yeah, more than one person can operate. Yeah, of course they can. Move.
An action surge to do 2.
Yeah, I'll move up to the dials.
3 actually,
and-
one with the object interaction as well.
I'll move up to the dials. Did Zarius say that out loud? I'm assuming he
Yeah,
did. Yes.
yeah, Zarius
Yeah.
is saying it, at least because
Okay,
that's what he
then-
thinks.
Then I will do as told. I'll go up to the dials. I've seen that Togas has already put the first dial to 4, so I'm assuming he wants the A dial to be 4, and then the T and the S to be 5. So I'll use my action, or whatever it takes, to move the next dial to number 4.
Alright, for your object interaction, you still have an action left.
Am I allowed to use an action to do this as well?
Yep.
Alright, then I'll
use
use
an
my...
action to do another object interaction.
Alright, I'll use my action to change the next dial to 5.
Alright, you're now at 445, 0, question mark. Good
Fuck
for
it, I'll action surge for the last one.
You put the last one to 5 as well. There's a lot of like consecutive grinding as you push these dials to the limit, and there is only silence and the squeaking of rats.
Since I realized it didn't work, I'm going to turn and say, that didn't work! 4455 isn't working! Fuck!
Mario, go!
Yeah. I think. Yes. Okay. Before he's like, don't we need to just separate the fucking letters then? Like, I don't. It doesn't make any fucking sense.
Rest and ages both have 4 letters, trees, tears, and state 5.
No, separate each fucking letter. How many times they're used? You know
That's a clever one.
Vittorio?
what?
What's your action, Vittorio?
But I will. My action is to but it's just cry. No, I will try and keep
Free
some.
action.
I'll keep. Yeah, it's a free action indeed. I'll try and keep some of the rats occupied
Occupado. No biggie.
to try and make them, I guess, go for me instead. by looking big.
Alright, I need to roll to see if they can actually do anything to Vincent.
There we go.
No. Alright, you keep some of the rats busy, Vittorio, and they are most assuredly kept busy as you take 8 piercing damage from rats.
Very well. They nibble away.
Yeah, of course, that makes sense. I see now.
Yeah, that's
Lawrence!
Yeah, that's where I was going.
Yeah, I was just counting the things. Yeah, sure. In that case, Lawrence will, unable to find anything of about anything, will pull up his garb, revealing his sexy thigh scar.
Oh,
He's in the
my.
room
Kind of
full
like
upon you.
wrapping it up around himself so he doesn't get this. So he doesn't have to throw this away later. Actually, no. Yes! Lawrence will throw his robe off, whip it onto the statue, and run over in like his undergarments, and he will be like it should be 4, 3, 5, 6 then, right? And
You
we'll,
only need to turn 2!
yeah, and then turn. Spend an action to do that. And an object interaction, actually. So that'll be
Alright. So you change which letters?
2.
Change the R into a 4 and the A into a 3. Oh, but you don't.
R and T are already 4 and 5. It's just A that needs to go to 3 and S to 6.
Yes.
Yeah.
As the 6, 8.
Yeah.
Alright. Lawrence, you use your free object interaction and your action to crank the dials, and there is a clicking sound.
Rats!
Let's go.
And also a slight grind as the panel on the wall, small as it is, kind of like pops forward and slightly like hinges open. Sarius,
The what hinge is open? Which pops open?
the little panel with all the letters on it.
Okay.
It opens.
I'm going to jump there to see what's in there, or slash what's there.
Glancing inside, you see that it's nothing more than a tiny, like a tiny metal box behind it, with the tiniest little pillow upon which sits a yellow gemstone.
Tiny box, tiny pillow, with yellow gemstone. Seeing as how wide is this box, give or take?
I mean, it is not very wide.
So I have to reach in with my hand.
Yeah, it's like hand size.
Oh fuck! Free object interaction. I put my scythe away, and with my action, I will try and grab it. I know there might be traps, but bro, I don't got time for this shit.
Or in the trap.
Who would ever think that?
I do, but I don't think there's any option left besides grabbing this. So
You
fair.
grab the stone and you immediately feel the nipping of rat teeth in your
yeah,
hands. Can you make me a dex save?
I can make you a dex save. I might not be able to see what the result is of that dex save though.
That
Did I roll?
that's sick.
Okay, that's a 6.
Alright. Sorry, you take 7 piercing damage.
Ah!
Not only that.
Which
get-
disease do I get?
AIDS. You're then.
What? Me? No. You'll stick 11 force damage. But you can grab the stone. It shimmers in your hand.
Seeing as my turn is last, I, with my fucking bloodied carved hand, I hold. Well, does it look expensive? Shit.
Than any of the other stuff that you've found so far.
Okay, give me a moment.
Come
What did
on,
I
you-
roll? I
you-
can't see this.
17.
17, that's fine. I hold this, my bloodied hand out to Tokas. With the gem.
I look at him. What do you want me to do with it?
Something! Just take it!
Alright. Is it mine turn?
First Stargazer takes 3 more piercing damage as
well,
Rat's now also climbing up his leg.
I was gonna say, before I fully end my turn, here we go. What did I roll?
10. Let's go.
0.
Nice!
13.
0.
Oh, 13,
That was
what?
0 on the D10 stuff.
Oh, 13 total! Oh, nice, okay. that's
0.
good.
Amber, stop lag.
Alright. So you take you get 13 healing and then you lose 3 HP again. So in the end you get a no worth of 10.
I'm just gonna be annoyed.
Togas.
I'm gonna swoop down to grab the gem. And I wanna know, is there... I'm gonna grab the gem, and since I can fly pretty fast, I'd like to go to the statue at about head height, and I'd like to look specifically around the face area and see if there's any sockets where I can put a crystal like this.
Yeah, it has 2 eyes.
Does it seem like there's a gem in one of the 2 eyes?
No, but one of them is already filled with a stone.
Alright, then I will grab the yellow stone and I will slot it in there.
Alright. You slot the yellow stone in there, and immediately the gemstone lights up as though from the inside, casting the entire room in a bright yellow light. Rats scatter at the side of this, and there's also a sort of like warbling feeling, like on a magical level, I guess I would describe it, as the magic in the room is disrupted for a moment. And rats begin to retreat.
Thank fuck.
Right, yep, Tokus peeks from out the statue. I believe we solved it.
Only
Is
one
there
way to
anything of
find out.
wood? Is there anything of wood, Amber?
I
Wood in his
throw
room? No.
something at the magic wall.
Well, I guess the biggest question is, are we still in initiative?
It passes through Lawrence.
Oh.
Well,
Fucking hell.
That was certainly something.
yeah, that, good job all around.
That was, I mean, we did fantastic. Lawrence looks really surprised.
Yeah, we did. Especially you, Elmari. Really carried us. Woo!
I don't
Amara, who
think
was
she's
standing
here at all.
outside of the bounds of the fucking wall of force the whole time.
You want from me?
Waiting outside with her coffee maker 101.
Literally
like a
covered.
walking coffee maker.
Literally covered in shit. I'm just going to wipe some of it away from my face and flick it in a direction.
Yeah.
Thanks, boss.
The
Really, no,
invisible
we couldn't have done it
monster
without
jabbing
you.
your stomach.
She will make a dex save to avoid this. Make me improvised weapon attack.
Right.
20, come on. No, I was so close!
No!
It's right there.
I still can't see whoever rolled, so great.
Oh, I mean, I can't even beat the natural one, bro.
Right, that's
That's
automatically
very sad.
failed, right?
You
He
flick
throws
it
shit
in her
in his own
direction.
face.
She doesn't make a very good attempt at, like, at evading it. She, like, kind of stumbles out of the way.
Maybe
I
she
don't know
didn't
what you
even
want me to
move.
do. There was a barrier here. Sorry, I unfortunately could not get through. I had to watch you get devoured by rats, but it was quite interesting to see you wading through shit.
No, yeah, I'm sure it was.
I'm sure it was. Yeah. All right. Well, let's not stick around for too long, and he will just look at, I guess, the axe. Amber, does it look like it's possible to dislodge it?
Yeah,
Looks
that's
like it's part of the
exactly where I
statue.
was going.
But you can make an attempt.
It looks like it's part of the statue. Okay.
Lawrence will say that this is without a doubt a being of evil. and as a shrine to a being of evil, it is our solemn duty to destroy it.
Well,
That doesn't sound like a good idea.
Well, yes, I was about to say, I imagine as soon as we, quote unquote, destroy it or disrupt the gem, then the wall is probably gonna go back up again.
yeah.
But, I suppose if you have any extra holy water, you can always try and reconsecrate. You know what I mean.
I know what you mean, Vittorio. Don't worry, this is a cause I will happily bleed for. Can I have your knife?
Like looks at you, raised eyebrow, and is like, all right, I'll hand you.
Lawrence, I wouldn't recommend it.
I do what I want.
We're covered in shit. I just mean don't cut yourself because we're covered in shit.
Focus
You're
flicks his
covered in
wrist,
shit.
and
I have
now-
shit on my ankles. My cloak is perfectly fine sitting up there.
Yeah.
Sure, if you
We're
want to
all
risk
on the
it.
same boat.
Zarius? Who performed open heart surgery on you?
Alright, we don't need to be all snarky, okay? Let's get on the same boat, as Vincent proudly said. Now, it's, Tokus looks down at Vittorio as he glances over. I had the same thought. It might be some sort of magical implement if the sewage and the time hasn't stained it one bit. Ember, if I look at it, can I make either a tinkering check, which seems more appropriate to discern if it's some sort of type of like magical metal, or is it like a normal iron axe that for some reason is completely pristine?
Or you can make Arkhona check.
Arcanine check, yeah, I'm down with it.
Well, I can't.
I want you to know that the statue itself was also made out of
Metal?
what's it called? Yeah, metal, bronze, or whatever.
Poggers. 15.
I wish I was better at knowing metals, guys.
I liked the nonchalantness about it. It was like it's made out of bronze, or whatever.
Whatever,
Bronze,
metal.
brass,
Stuff that gets
thing they,
patina on it. You know, those metal terms.
Stainless inox steel.
Right.
Sorry,
some
no
glasses.
stainless.
Let me find my alloy sheet real quick.
Ooh. How dare you, DM?
Sorry,
Don't
but
have
there
an
will be
alloy
no
sheet,
Edo
everybody.
style fucking in these dungeons.
No.
You will find them in Ye Bjork dungeons.
Gotta go there, guys.
Alright, Tokas, you know that there are minor enchantments out there found in some items. Be that objects or weapons or armors or for whatever other reason you can have it that allows something to remain clean of filth.
Alright, well,
Whether this thing is that, it could be quite possible since everything else in this room is fucking filthy.
yeah.
Me included.
Not anymore. Now you're clean.
Oh man, I
You
really
guys
wanted
can
to
help?
try and hug Vittoria while I was covered in shit. That's a shame.
You can just jump down. You can just fall flat on your face. It's that works. And yeah, Tokus refers that, and he says, "Whatever this might be a good idea to leave it there, in case any other unfortunate soul ends up in this hellhole. Unless we want to blow the hellhole up. I mean, I'm also down for that, but it seems a little bit more extreme."
As far as I'm concerned, this is an altar to a dark power, and so it should be consecrated and destroyed.
I suppose.
Is it worth your life?
Is it worth my life? Zarius? No. Is it worth my life? Absolutely not. Is it worth doing? Yes.
I suppose you could do it at a safe distance.
Zari steps next to Amare, making sure he's out of the room at this point.
One moment you want to throw your life away to do something far less noble, and the next you question me when I want to do something absolutely noble. I don't understand your rationality, Zarius, sometimes.
Well, sometimes people don't think through.
I think
the
he's just
value.
gonna try and destroy it from a safe distance. I think that's just, you know, we can all action the things that we want to do, but sometimes it's good to have caution, yes?
Of course, and I'm not saying not doing it without caution.
Right, well, we've seen Lawrence unsanctify shrines before, so I suppose we can do that still. No, but nothing happens.
Amber. So this is a shrine to the horned rat god. I wish I knew more about Warhammer. The grey horned one. Right?
Yes, what about him?
Yes. He is on the no-fly list as far as the Star Child is concerned.
You have no idea of who the Great Horned Rat is.
He's the god of the Skaven, though, right?
Well,
Yeah.
yes, you know that if you are a Warhammer fan, but...
Wait, we don't know it? Even though we, like, fought the Skaven and they were, like, chanting him?
I mean, yeah, you know that Skaven, like the Skaven that you've killed, you know, were found with such symbolry and stuff, but nobody is known Skaven for long enough to know anything more than that this is someone that they praise.
We don't know who this is. We know that
Yeah.
the
Okay.
Skavens have possibly a god. We don't know if this is a god, this is a statue of a Skaven, period. We don't know if this is an altar or not.
I don't want to have to ask if I can make the connection that you could make a religion out of this.
I mean, you can make a religion check if you would like.
Okay, I guess what I would like to determine is this dark power and so needs to be fucked up. Yay or nay? Do I need to
could
make a check
make
for
that
that,
decision
or-
yourself, I feel.
Yeah, I feel like that's something you'd choose.
This place is filthy. It's full of rats. Skaven were bad. This looks like a Skaven, or maybe like a were-rat ? Like, I feel that it is up to you if you want to do something about that or not.
Okay, well, the Skaven are bad and the Star Child doesn't like mutants, so
What?
What?
Oh, do you mean
How
everyone
you
on
are
Arkhona?
Every all
Yeah,
of
why
us
are
suddenly
you
look at
part-
you.
silence.
Less
Less
destroying this
lesser
statue turns
mutants?
around. It's your turn now.
Silence,
Oh, I'm-
mutant.
Silence mutants. Yeah, I'll, is there some kind of, like, ritualistic thing I can do to, I guess, de-link this area with this particular, deity like I've done previously when I found altars of, dark powers?
Wait, could you repeat that?
Can I de-link this area from this this deity, as I've done previously when I found altars to the dark powers?
Yeah, sure, you can do perform a ritual
Nice.
to consecrate the area.
I will use Pyranny. My pride and joy. I can use Pyranny to, like, take the piss water and turn it into clean water ready for consumption.
That's fucking gross. But, but you could do that, yes, definitely.
Yeah.
Most assuredly.
Yeah, I will perform a ceremony of the course of 1 minute to bloodlet basically into the cup and convert that into holy water, and then purify it with said holy water.
Alright.
While he does that, I'm going to move outside the room, prestidigitate people clean, and I'll begin ritual casting detect magic.
Thanks, Lucas.
Appreciate it. I don't have to smell like shit for the rest of the 7 days we go home.
Well, we'll still need to bathe, but I guess this helps with infections and all.
I will be positioned so that if bad things happen, I might be able to grab Lawrence and run.
You want? We can hang a piece of rope between each other, and if a wall of force appears, it'll cut it in two.
Maybe it doesn't. Maybe you just
point.
get pulled into the wall of force, take the damage, and then you get thrown at the other end of the room.
Hmm.
Who knows, Tokas? It sounds like a good experiment,
Oh,
and I'm a willing candidate.
Pull that gem out right now.
Pull it to everyone now.
Let's
But I
see.
will point to the I will bring your attention to the rune. I will say Lawrence will say he doesn't know if this is like I'm going to recharge, but only like once a year or once a month or once a week or once a day type thing. Like this trap is that kind of trap, or if it's like a one and done kind of trap, if you know what I mean.
You mean this, the glyph? Yeah, sure.
The glyph, yeah. I'll tell that to Tokas. But anyway, I will do my ritual. Is there any check I need to make for this?
No, just expend the holy water required.
Alright, in that case I'll spend a hit die.
You may do that. Turn off the rats. No more rats.
Rats be gone.
Literally be gone, rats.
You just deleted threat.
Okay. Lawrence might say something along the lines of, I guess, in a mixture of maybe like reverence and determination, he would say that, in the name of the Star Child, I purify this place and remove the corruption that has taken root here in this vile, rat-like deity. By the strength of my faith and the power of my devotion, I banish this evil back to the darkness from whence it came. And may this shrine return to nothing more than a statue, alone in the darkness of this mountain.
Very well.
To crumble to dust within the year. Yeah, there we go.
Alright, you curse this statue to die.
Listen, I'm saying whatever, like, divine-y connection thing is keeping this statue, like, nice and clean and alive through the centuries, or whatever. Get rid of that.
Very well.
Let entropy take its course. Yeah, that's me.
Very
I also
well.
purify a cup of water to make it perfectly clean and ask anyone at the party if they'd like some.
Considering I just swallowed about a gallon of shit water, I'm good.
Alright. I'll drink it myself.
Oh, please, enjoy.
You guys watch Lawrence drink a cup of piss water.
Nice. We like
I didn't have to know that, but
Uh-huh.
now I
That-
do.
Cool.
it. I didn't think we
Good for you.
It's perfectly clean.
Good for you to know that
Awesome.
you have no standards.
Amazing.
What do you mean? It's purified by the divine light of me.
It's actually Star Child water if you think about it. So
Literally, like, I don't understand. Gamer Girls
Gamer
can still
God
sell their
bath
like their bath water. Starchild can sell his like holy water. It's like very similar.
it's free.
The line is thin here,
Yeah,
but one is more expensive than the other.
exactly. But yeah. So does my ritual casting of the detection of the magic will be done. I will take a look at the room once more. If it doesn't implode once Lawrence does his holy voodoo magic.
Nothing happens.
Nothing happens. That's pretty cool. Does that also mean there's no magic in the room?
No, only lingering traces of magic that was.
And the axe itself is not magical either.
I mean, it will radiate exactly what I told you, transmutation or like enchantment, I guess in this case.
Enchantment. Okay, yeah. Right, well, Tokus turns around. Well, I suppose there's no news. Apparently, the axe seemingly has the sole purpose of giving the answer to this complicated riddle. I wonder why the maker of this room, be it Skaven or some other architect of other nature, purposely enchanted an axe so that the solution would be revealed forever in the ages to come.
Yeah. Well,
Maybe it's not that complicated. Maybe it's literally just a dumpster, and sometimes people get stuck in it, and so they need to find the password to get out.
yeah, could be.
Amber,
Okay.
I have a question. Oh, sorry.
I am Amber.
No. So Ferris was saying.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it was like, yeah, it could be. I suppose this could also be part of some, I don't know, the mad mage that put together a dungeon. Who the fuck knows?
I met a mad mage once.
I'm not surprised.
He wanted to purchase Ratigan. Luckily, he didn't.
I
Right,
I'm
against
currently
Squeaks.
living in the story of meeting a mad mage, as I'll just look at you, Tokas, smiling.
Ah!
Yeah,
What are you insinuating?
Every dungeon I
Just, I
go
don't
in
know,
with you
I
is
just feel
filled with
like-
mad mage.
Just
Like your
feel like,
man.
in God knows how many years, when I decide to settle down and have kids, I might be telling them of the time that I met a mad mage called Tokas.
but
I
I
don't
think you're
I'm
onto
mad.
something.
I think Corvillia is a mad mage.
But I think you guys are onto something. Can I make an investigation check through the room, walking
Actually, she's
carefully,
a vampire mage.
seeing if there is a secret door somewhere of some kind?
You will not find one.
Okay. Well,
We
might
were
as
not
well.
onto something. This is kind of sad.
Perhaps just an altar room where people came to pray. Or give to, he'll point at the weird ugly rat. This thing.
Or a room to sacrifice.
Yeah, yes, also true. Which means above feces, that might have also been, old blood and flesh and. Okay, yeah, I don't want to think about that actually.
Well, in any case, are we leaving it as is, or are we seeing what happens if we pull out the gem?
I feel like for once my curiosity is sated. I have my
Oh, wow.
answers already.
All right.
And,
Well,
Lawrence
it
has
is worth
already
something.
smited the ever living star child out of it, so it will, be whatever that means. So we should be good to go.
Well, I do wonder. Do we already
One day I
have
will
2
enlighten
yellow
you,
ones?
Vincent.
No, we don't have 2 yellow ones, but I suppose that as soon as that light comes out, the rats will come back again.
I have fast hands. I can steal things without most people ever even seeing me, but I don't think I can outrun magic. I feel like if I pull that from there, this is gonna,
I
create
feel
the
like
whole trap again, and
I have a question. Could I roll an Arcana check to figure if the spell Wall of Force blocks teleportation? Or do I know that being a wizard and the spell being on my spell list?
You don't naturally know anything about spells that are above a level that you can cast.
Perfect. May I inquire about it within the
I would
depths
know,
of the-
right, as I succeeded on the check to know, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, quick.
Lawrence would tell you, no.
Well then, we could try something drastic. I could grab the gem and teleport out of the room.
we really need it. Like, really?
Not necessarily, but Zarius has a point. If the yellow gem can be paired with the other, there might be something else lying behind these walls. It might also be a fruitless endeavor, but I suppose research at its core is pretty much this: a gamble with mystery and unknown.
Right.
Well, I hear no responses, so I suppose we should proceed with this plan.
All right. I suppose we will.
And Togus will.
If Vittoria will then, I guess, go on the other side of where the potential wall of force will be.
Togus will go into the room, floating up with his magical runes, and I'd like to try and detach the gem again.
Pry it loose, and it comes out. The glowing stops.
All right, this is fairly concerning. Do I hear rats and stuff coming out again?
There's always rats.
There's always rats.
Everything is rats.
Always has been.
Everything is rats. Then I am going to float towards the exit, and I will attempt to throw a minor object like a pebble or some stuff like that
Let
against
you
the.
float towards the exit.
Yeah, I'm flying. Zoom, zoom.
With detect magic after before.
Good point. I'll walk toward the exit then, and
No,
I'll
you
throw.
wade to the exit.
Yeah, I'll
Alright.
waddle to the exit, and I'll throw something at the hallway to see if it bounces back.
No, you can walk out.
All right, walk out, gem in hand. I'll prestidigitate myself again with a bit of a disgusted face.
All
All
right.
right. Seems like it was safer than I thought.
How about we move back to the main chamber before a bunch of rats start popping up?
That is a good idea.
Also, the next question then is, are we gonna try the yellow one in the owl?
That we are. Tokus waddles back through the hallway in the center of the room.
Oh,
Suppose that is the last combination we can try out.
Also out of character, Amber. The stone that Zarius picked up, the blue one, is it the same type of stone as the previous two blue and red ones?
Which one? What?
You
No,
picked
the
out the
moonstone.
yellow one.
Oh, you have.
I'm not sure.
Oh, you have a moonstone.
Yeah. It's a moonstone.
Then that's not this.
The difference
Actually,
there, okay.
no. These are moonstones, right? All of them.
Yeah, they are all moonstones, and you use
Yeah.
them to get into these new rooms. So, yes,
Mhm.
they.
I got a blue one.
I'll just check.
Lawrence will prestidigitate himself using one of his charges.
All right.
There you
And I suppose after this we will try to swap. What color of gems did we put? 2 red, right?
There's 2 red.
Yep.
I think the previous one was 2 blue.
We did. Previously was 2 blue. No, it was nothing, I think. Because Ilmaru removed them.
Well,
Initially it was nothing, but then we put 2 blue in to get to the fishing
Yeah.
room, and then we put 2 red to get into the rat room.
Rat
And then
room.
I put a red and a blue and nothing happened. I am gonna put 2 yellows then. See where that leads us.
I don't think we have 2 yellow.
Yeah, we have. We have a
Yeah.
1 yellow from before,
Yeah.
right?
No, I have the yellow one, right?
Yeah.
She did.
She had
Yes.
2 red,
Yep,
1
yep,
blue,
yep.
and 1 yellow.
Yeah. No, don't mind me.
Which actually,
Yeah.
now that I think about it, we didn't put 2 blue in yet, I think. 'Cause
Pretty sure
don't-
we did 2 blue to get into the fishing area. How else would we get
No,
into
we
the
didn't
Nope.
have the
It wa-
blue when
it-
we got into the fishing area, did we?
Well,
Because we had 2 red, 1 blue, and 1 yellow.
yeah, we according to my notes, blue and red was the ones that opened it to the
Oh,
fishing
okay.
area.
And there we found a blue moonstone.
Yeah,
Ah,
and
I
then
see,
we
I
have
see, I
2
see.
blue. Okay, that makes
Oh.
We can
sense.
still try.
Yep.
Oh,
you guys hear the sound of grinding stone as the room swivels around you once again, revealing a hallway that is dimly lit by torchlight.
It's continual torchlight.
Do this after the yellows or just randomly?
After the 2 yellows.
Yellows.
Oh, okay.
All right.
I make an Arcana check for that, Amber.
Sure.
On my spell list.
Does there seem to be any magical thing in the hallway?
Yeah, continual. Says Lords will find.
All right. Any
Yep.
any
Well,
hidden
yeah,
traps of
it's-
magical nature?
No, not that you see.
All right.
I'll step forward first. I'm still
Go
expecting
second.
Mara to come second. Oh, Toka's can go second, I guess.
She's not going second. She's like,
No,
I don't
this
think
time
so.
she not. Fuck sake.
She does not.
It's fine,
Zarius, damn, this
Victoria.
woman is so cool. She travels alone. Also, Zarius, when she doesn't want to tag along, I believe.
So-
Which
No,
doesn't
it's
want
the
to go
Victoria
into like
is
a
The
the-
room
first
where
two times she went
she's
with
Fun.
me is second.
All right.
But I'll step carefully, like through this hallway.
Yeah, I like to keep an eye out for traps if it's possible.
I'll purposely wait till last to make sure that Elmara goes in front of me this time. With a shit-eating grin. I'm just gonna sit there, just like, go on.
Oh, you would like me to go first? This is because you would like a good view of my backside. It's no problem.
Hey, yo.
Oh.
I'm more of a respectful type of person. Actually, I want you to go ahead of me in case you can die before I do.
That's not respectful.
Darius turns around and says, "Sorry, that's his way of saying you're not old enough for him."
Wait, what?
Isn't
Sorry,
Vincent, like, actually very young?
Vincent, younger
Turns
than
around.
He
Vincent,
likes
like-
older guy. Women.
Yeah, she turns around to Vincent and like kind of walks backward, following whoever's behind her, like in perfect stride. She says, "I heard that dark elves are really into women who are like, 10,000 years old. So I cannot blame you."
They do come with more experience.
Oh,
Yeah,
you would
yeah.
find a lot of
Thank you.
experience in that one.
That they do.
Anyway, eyes to the front, you. You don't want to be staring at me all the time.
Oh, most assuredly not.
Yeah.
Just get a room already.
Let's see. This is not the right one. All
We
right.
still have 3 rooms left. Yes.
Well, that's thinking if the other combinations will work.
Mm-hmm.
Let's tackle one by one.
Yep. The fishing rat dungeon is what I will call this place.
King Rat Dungeon.
rat
Yeah,
fishing dungeon.
Just keep adding things as we find the other room.
Oh yeah, the owl spinning fishing rat dungeon.
Need this one, and I need this one. All right. The chamber that you will find after a short walk past about a dozen sconces that gently light their everlasting flames, or cast their everlasting flames upon you, brings you into a spacious room. The sconces by the door cast long shadows across a 7-stepped pentagonal dais, upon which a grand and rather sinister-looking chair or coffin of jet black stone stands. Inlays of that same dark material creep down the sets of stairs and extend through the floor and up the walls, converging on the ceiling to form a symbol right above whatever object or like centerpiece sits at the center of this room.
This does not look ominous at all.
Do you have that written?
Yeah.
Yes, 1 second. I'll
You know, it's never turn the magic dial into a room where you go into it and there's beds and clean water and coffers filled with gold. No, it's always enter the room at the ominous looking symbol and killing machines.
Zarius looks at you. Is like, "Are you? Do you just forget the first room we went into?"
That is true.
Yeah.
Fishing
Well, it
hut,
was lacking of the coffee.
which could have realistically killed anyone that went into the water that wasn't you.
But we didn't die.
Because you can somehow breathe grounded self.
I also believe that going into the water wasn't exactly mandatory.
Yeah, I suppose not.
Though I do believe we were missing the coffers full of gold, I suggest we keep looking then. We might find them somewhere.
Zarius looks at you with like, "Oh, I need it." In his eyes.
Need it.
Definitely don't need it.
He done did it.
So, any idea of what that is? I'm just gonna point to the symbol on the ceiling.
I'll
What
see
does
if
it
I can
look
make a
like?
religion out of it.
You. Would I say this is a religion? I am more inclined to ask you for Arcana.
We make an Arcana check out of this. I look at Tokus and myself.
Yeah, I was first asking how it looked like, just to know if we ever stumbled upon it or not.
See if I can pull it up real quick. But since
Sure.
Lawrence has me first, he may also make this check.
I will do so.
I have once in my life etched this symbol, but now I can't remember where it is gone.
A D6, you forgot.
The others may make their check as well if you would like.
I'd
like to
like
help
to
Tokus.
see the symbol before I make a check.
No. I will either
Well, what
help
is the
Tokus
difference?
or
Does
roll
it-
myself.
Make what?
I just like to see it before I do it. Or before I pick what check I'd like to make.
Is it one of the rune carving symbols?
No.
Oh.
I just wish I knew where exactly this symbol went, because I have it somewhere.
It rolled a natural 30 for stealth. And then assassinated the leech.
It is certainly evading my my vision at this point in time. Although I know for certain that I have used it. Oh yes, I do have it. Here we go. I'll post it in Stargazers.
Okay.
It essentially looks
Oh.
like a.
Oh, sick.
It's pretty cool.
It is a skull with indeed a symbol upon its forehead,
it
and
doesn't look
two
familiar.
like squares, you know, overlapping with one another. Although one has been like tilted. I think 45 degrees. I wish I was better at math. Sorry, guys.
Damn.
But this is what it looks like.
Right.
You are correct. It is 45 degrees.
Can I make a history check then in regards to this object?
Okay.
Then I'll make an Arcana check.
I'd like to make a get out the fucking chamber check. That'd be good.
I got some raisins, guys. I got them at the store. I'm just
Oh,
eating
I rolled
raisins.
27.
Good job.
Ha.
Nice.
Wait, win D&D.
I should get the chocolate out of my fridge.
I should get my almonds. Give me a second.
Damn. Everyone
Wow.
wants snacks.
Together we're like
Everyone's
making
actually snacking, bro.
I made candied almonds for tonight.
Ooh,
Get some snacks.
very nice.
Oh, Master Tokas! Candied
No, you
almonds,
can't have
my
my
favorite!
almonds.
My favorite! Master Tokas! Raisins and candied almonds!
Yeah. I am considering if I have any
I'm back.
applicable check to this. I don't really think so.
Strength plus proficiency to stab
No.
sigils.
No, I more meant if I
Strength
would
build.
know, like, I get what.
Rolling for
Both
fear.
of you rolling
Just-
Arcana recognize it as well. Tokas would also recognize it, historically seen as an archaic symbol for necromancy.
Oh
I knew
yeah,
it.
get me out. Get me out.
Wait,
Is-
no. Let me correct. Lawrence notices this as a sign of necromancy. We're not getting out without purifying this thing.
It's not true. Not all necromancy is bad.
Oh no.
Let's hear it from Lawrence.
From both an Arcana and like a historic perspective.
Yeah.
You know, as you know, with rune carving, inlaying sigils into objects, helps enhance their power. It's basically a form, like basically, it channels magic better by
By
know.
association.
by association, by belief, but also, just guiding magic in the right paths. Because
Doesn't-
magic is all about forcing magic into a specific pattern.
Yeah.
Thank you, Weave. I mean Warp. I mean Magic.
Does there seem to be any magical
mean weird?
traces in this room?
Yeah, necromancy.
From somewhere or everywhere?
Yeah, this thing in the middle, this object, this centerpiece.
The
This
centerpiece,
coffin.
not the symbol, or the symbol too.
I mean, they are in connection with one another. They might as well be one and the same.
Good lord.
Well, do we want to thread this needle?
I don't know. I think to make bingo, I did have one last box that said "fuck around with weird skull-shaped bullshit." Yeah, I think we should.
Mhm.
Zarius looks around his size and says, "At least there's not a door this time."
No, just a skull. That could only mean our possible demise of death.
Every room so far has been a possible room of death.
I disagree. The water one, I could have lived there happily ever after for the rest of my life with the fishes in the fish tank.
That's pretty cute.
I pull out my little skittering horror, my goodest boy, Crowley, and I
Your
ask
dung
him,
beetle.
"Hey, good boy. He's an apex predator. I'll have you know."
Crowley skitters. He makes a chittering sound.
Lawrence gives a little chitter back to him. And I ask Crowley, "Is there a corpse nearby?"
Let me double check how his ability worked.
So
Gives a
yes.
big
Let me double check how this works.
The out of character answer is yes.
Let's see.
Don't worry, I got the perfect meme for Vincent. Let me do this real quick.
Crowley looks at you and then chirps, yes.
Wow, he's
Then
so
he chirps,
fluent.
no. Then he chirps, yes.
There we go.
And then he chirps, no.
Oh no!
I
This is a
ask him
fucking
to
vampire.
elaborate on this.
Yes.
I don't know if Crowley has enough intelligence in his amazing brain.
Listen, apex predator. Okay.
Are not often very smart. I'm just saying that. You know, the brain to body
for
ratio of a
yourself,
T-Rex was actually inferior to the brain to body ratio of a human.
maybe you consider the brain to body ratio of
These nuts.
these nuts. Yeah, got him.
Yeah, that one. I'm still trying to read the description of the room, but I just can't figure it out.
I can. I've already seen through this whole room.
The whole adventure. You already
You grew it.
Yeah. After finishing reading Dune today, I ascended my mortal plane.
Nice.
That's what it is.
Gonna start creating
Lawrence
spice
is ascending
gems.
again.
Also, I just have a question, Amber.
Yeah, I'm Amber.
I know you are Amber. That's what I'm asking.
I wanted to put it out there, you know.
Proof what didn't happen.
I want to. Can I take a closer look at the coffin, like a more thorough look?
Is it a
You wanna-
coffin or is it a
You
throne?
want to
It's
go
a-
up there?
It looks like a chair coffin. That's what I
What
heard.
is a chair coffin?
No, she asked if you want to go up
It
there.
looks. I don't know how to
Just
say
fucking
this.
Google chair
It kind of
coffin.
looks. It kind of looks like this angle. Like maybe it's a coffin or maybe it's a chair. Like I don't know how to say it any other way.
Oh,
How
chair
far?
coffins
How
probably
far
don't
could you
exist.
get up without stepping under the symbol?
You can't make it all the way up all these steps. You know, and also evade the symbol.
Okay.
Okay, never mind.
Then Zari says, like, do you want to go take a look up there?
I wonder what this material is. I guess we'll close to one of those streaks of this black stone that runs through the stairs and through the floor. And can I take a look at it? Could
And
I?
we'll be like, made out of black stone.
Are you
Can't wait
are
for you to touch it and you fail the power would kill save.
What do you mean save? It's power
I'm
word
sorry.
kill.
Are you a dwarf? Do you have any stone cunning?
I'm as small as a dwarf. That must count for something.
Dwarves are taller
Well,
than
dwarves
you.
are literally twice as tall as your ass.
Twice? That's a stretch.
You are small compared to a dwarf.
Nah.
That's
Yes,
true.
you are.
Well, that must mean if dwarves that are smaller
You
compared
don't
to
have stone
humans
cutting, Tokas.
get stone cunning, then the smaller you are, the more stone cunning you must be.
Maybe this
No.
might be like what do you call this? Like an alchemical.
A mechanical
Stone.
object, technological device, or a magical item?
Stone? No.
Yeah, it's Deathstone.
Magical stone?
Stone. Death stone.
Is this
Sorry.
magical? Actually, it's a good question.
Out
Is
of
this
character,
stone-
all of my alarms are just like,
No.
yeah, we're all gonna die from one like whisper of death, and we're all fucking dead. We're all gonna
Remember
get
you sent
cursed.
to Avernus when you
Same
touched the
character,
rock
Vincent's just
and
like, I don't get a good
you
vibe
took
from
like
these
60
guys.
necrotic damage. This is like the same
Dead.
thing.
When you touch the coffin, you go into the coffin.
Nice.
Who comes out? And the other person comes out.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
not
like
sure,
you know, like
guys.
5-second rule. Oh no, it's like you break it, you buy it type deal.
Necromancy is the one thing that people always said not to fuck with, you know? I just feel like...
My papa told me I shouldn't be dealing with necromancy. It's only okay
Yeah.
if the princess does
Well,
it,
your
you
papa
know.
forgot a little thing. You shouldn't be dealing with any kind of magic, really. They're all harmful in any way or another. But they also can be helpful.
Not preferably, says Ilmar. Looking
Facts and
amused in the
logic.
background, like becoming more amused by the second that Vincent is becoming more distressed at being here.
There is definite visual concern as he glances at more things in this room that worry him. You know?
Oh, you're going up there, right?
No.
Well,
No?
well, we
No.
can get up there and, with only a little, without stepping under the symbol.
What, are you afraid of necromancy?
I
As
look
you
at her and say, "Are you not?"
She like shrugs.
Oh, no, please then. And I'll bow her towards the steps. I insist.
Cyrus grins and looks at her.
I'm just a guest. You know, don't worry about me.
Wait, sorry, thinks for a moment.
Oh
Treasure.
no, Cyrus. It's fine. It obviously
Oh
means
yeah,
she won't
there
get a
could very
cut.
well be. There could very well be treasure up there, Zarius. Who knows?
I look at her and say, "Well, it worked last time, so don't act all sassy."
Function she has.
Well,
We're
Don't-
probably still going
what-
back and forth.
Yeah. He just goes yes, no. Yes.
What were you saying, Ferris?
Yeah.
yeah, Victoria was gonna say, well, don't know what the material is. We only know it like looks because the symbol was up in the ceiling.
Yeah.
He like looks up and that's necromancy. And there's maybe sort of a coffin there. I mean, yeah, that could literally just go up and have a look, but that means standing under that symbol. I'll look at Lawrence. I'm like, I don't suppose you have a little bit of protection in you from, well, undead things and that kind of stuff.
Vittorio?
I think that there is an undead thing present among us.
And if there isn't, there sure as hell is about to be.
Where the fuck is the Baron? Serious looks around.
No. Okay, yes, okay. Vittorio, I will protect you.
Alright.
Vittorio?
Yeah.
I don't know if it might be a better idea if I go, but Sarius holds up darkness.
What is that supposed to mean?
Gosh, you've already died today. Get back in line.
It can.
No, it makes
Yeah,
a very
like-
good point. You can stop talking now.
Let's
No,
discuss
please
this.
continue.
I want to say it can negate death.
That
Why
can
haven't you-
negate
Negated
No,
death.
no,
death.
no,
How
like
did you die then?
like necrotic energy. It can
So
Vi-
can
can
we
reduce.
yeah,
It can reduce the effects of necrotic energies.
The Vittoria literally just flourished the cloak and is like,
Oh, sorry.
So you can.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Then steps back in line. It's like, oh yeah, no problem.
Back of the line, but
Yeah.
Go for
anything,
it.
I'm next.
Oh boy. All right. Yeah, I'm ready.
I will, let's see. I have, like, normal flasks of holy water. Oh, I do. Okay, I will expend a, I'm out of holy water. Actually, no, I got 5 uses left on this one. Yeah, I'll expend, my first level spell slot to cast protection from evil and good, on you. And I will, should I twin it? Yeah, I'll twin it. I'll, yes, Gabe?
I'm just thinking that, maybe saving your sorcery points if there's a fight might also be a wise thing to do.
Yeah, I'm just thinking that if there is a fight, though, it would be real nice to have protection from evil and good up on 2 people rather than 1 people.
It's also foul.
And there is only 1 sorcery point.
That is fair.
So I think it should be okay. Plus, the 10-minute duration means that value.
Yeah.
Yep, I will splash the last of the holy water into my hands and kind of rub them together and speak a brief prayer to the Star Child. As I twin it between you and me, forming an unbreakable bond.
Oh my god. Thank you. Alright. Let's see. Yeah, Vittoria's gonna take like a step in. He's gonna walk, step by step.
Yes. Walking up the steps towards this throne coffin thingy majiggle, you can most assuredly see that it is not a throne. It is definitely a coffinic structure. Although it does have like sort of like a thing coming out at the end, which makes it look like a throne from the front. Although it just seems to be almost Baroque decoration. I don't know if you are familiar with Baroque coffins, but they are incredibly fanciful devices of
Yeah.
of
Very ornate.
stowing your stowing your dead people, I guess.
Yeah.
I love stowing dead people.
Indenturing your departed.
Yes, but stepping up onto the top of the dais, you can see that despite the fact that the sides of this structure are of the same black material, the top is made of glass and you can see right into it.
Oh, what? Pray tell, what do I see?
Well,
Death.
no, it's not, I mean, yeah, death, I guess, question mark.
We actually find Vasily's mom.
Damn.
So you can see along the edge that runes have been etched into the stony surface of the coffin. And there is a faint bit of light that almost seems to be attached to the top of the lid, which casts the entire thing in like a dim glow. And you can see inside our little. It's like a pillow, like the little pillow that was underneath the what you call it, under the yellow moonstone. Except there's like the same sort of like pillow color, this like deep purple. The inside is completely cushioned with it. And in the center of it lies like a bundle of items and also a very small, curled up reddish form.
A bundle of items. Wait, so all of this is on the little pillow.
It's not a little pillow. It's
It's
like
a big pillow.
Yeah, the inside of like a coffin.
Oh,
That's,
yeah, okay.
like how
yeah.
we have the feeling that dead people need to lay on pillows for some reason instead of
Exactly.
just like the wood floor. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. I
The
understand.
inside is just lined with pillows.
I understand. There was a bundle of items and
It's like a bundled up like amount of stuff. Question mark.
And a small
Reddish colored form. It has small red ears. And most assuredly a furry face.
Human ears?
What did he just say?
It just sounds cute. Am I being weird? But it sounds adorable.
Yeah, you sound. That's
Does
horrible
not
because
have-
it's totally dead.
It does not have human ears.
Arkin Vampire Lord?
God damn it. It was small reddish color form. It had small red ears and most assuredly what?
It is most assuredly does not have human ears.
She said a furry face, was what she said.
It has a furry face with these long, wide whiskers. And it is still as a corpse.
Is that the chosen?
When God damn. when you say
It also wears an outfit.
it does.
Its brain is showing, and it also does a little faint.
If you study it for a little while longer, you can see that part of its red coat is actually not just fur. It is like it's wearing like a tiny, like, I don't want to call it like a commander's coat, but like it's wearing like a tiny red cloak that has like a.
This guy's a
small
gangster.
pauldron.
I want this. I don't know what this is, but if it's alive, I want it.
Okay.
I have a picture.
Oh.
Amber, if it's cute, I will cuddle it. Ask for souls. I don't give a shit. I love you.
Okay. It goes into, I guess. Yeah, we'll put it in media dump for now.
I will pull it up on stream as well. Oh, look at that!
Oh my
guy.
fucking god!
Oh.
You don't look like a pet, so I don't think I could keep you as a pet. But I want you as a
Guys.
pet.
Looks like a
Whatever
little
is
cat
cute
still.
and is locked in a coffin beneath a necromantic sigil is probably not supposed to be open,
Yeah, maybe.
nor kept as a pet, nor be pet in any way, shape, or form.
What do you see, Vittorio?
He's like looking at this.
A good boy.
Like, well, there's a glass lid on the coffin. There's some runes along the side of the lid. I'm a sketch those. Inside is Well, some weird little red furry creature. I don't know. I don't think it's a rat, but
I think it's safe to come up there.
I mean, nothing has happened to me yet, but I figured I was gonna sketch the runes and people could have a look. Come back down and people can have a look at them, and then, after that, maybe, maybe more people can come on up instead.
Sounds like a good idea.
Oh. But yeah, no. The only thing inside is that creature. It's not moving. And, like a bundle of items, which might be another gem or something. I can't really see. Anyway, I'm gonna just finish sketching these down. And yeah, Amber, I would like to sketch the rune work on the lid.
I'd like to say everyone here sees Zarius' eyes glint when he hears items.
For a second, I thought Vittoria was going to be real smart and just mention the rat and not the items.
Well, you know.
We don't realize our good friend has a condition.
It's turned against us, yeah.
That's true. But yes, Amber, would you? Is that just something I can easily do, or do you want me to make a check to see how well I sketch down the rune carvings?
I mean, unless you are trying to get out of there real quick, like you can just make a sketch.
Then I will do so. I will attempt to not make it. Yes, not longer than 10 minutes at least. If it's at least what I'm aiming for. And I will, sketch that. I'm just gonna go back down, and hand the journal over to the Arkhona and rune carvers. So basically everyone except Vincent. I'm sorry.
I'm fucking useless, man. I'm just here for the ride, bro. I'm actually just an extra body in this party, bro.
Yeah, you're a blockade, you know.
I bring nothing, bro. I'm literally just a meat sack, man.
No.
No.
Say that.
You bring
Don't
the
sell
right
yourself
amount of idiocracy. You always need the right amount of idiocracy in a party,
True.
otherwise it doesn't work.
But no, yeah, he will hand his journal over with sketches to Tokas, Lawrence, and Zarius, primarily because it's arcane rune carvings. So
Yeah. Could we make some sort of Arcana check?
I want to say I look over Tokas' shoulder, but I look over Tokas.
Can I?
The DC is high.
Yeah.
Can
I bet
I
Oh.
identify them? As I'm like half proficient, basically.
They are not runic.
oh damn.
They are like, symbols, but they are not
Oh,
I'd like to help Tokas.
ancient runic.
I will cast
Actually, you know what?
guidance
Fine.
on Togas.
It's fine. You can
Damn.
do it.
Damn. Okay, we are cruising, I guess.
an advantage guidance check from Mr. Tokas.
Yeah, Lawrence, you can make a half proficient.
Oh, okay. In that case, I won't cast guidance.
All right.
'Cause
Like
I'm still concentrating on my spell. Haha.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Mm-hmm. Let's go.
Yeah, I'll just roll Arcana then.
I think
no.
that's.
I don't think that's enough.
No, I'm gonna reroll it.
20 plus.
Do you have any good portents?
Maybe.
Maybe. Who knows?
All right. +1 from int, +1 from half proficiency.
Damn.
Nice.
Natural 20, baby.
This.
It's all
So
coming
that's
together.
enough.
Why didn't I?
Amber looking at the DC 30. Like, yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
Amber
yeah.
said it's a very high DC.
I know.
So
I know.
But I
You
rolled
know
a nat
what?
20. What do you mean I can't seduce?
You have a
I need
point.
I need to calculate what the actual DC is, because you have to add numbers together.
Damn.
Oh
That's a
no.
good question.
Amber would be like,
If we succeeded, then I don't need to roll
Hey,
again.
she's graduated now, Mark. She can do math.
I mean, you rolling again is a choice that you make before I announce the result, so...
Isn't fated used when we know if we fail the check?
It's just you roll. Oh,
I go. Mm,
just do it, Tokas. Just do it anyway.
Maybe. Maybe I can do it.
I mean, Lawrence doesn't succeed.
Oh
Well,
shit.
I am going
I
to
succeed?
No.
Great.
I'm
I'm
going
so
to reroll
excited to
anyway.
learn the answer.
Same for my.
Stop
I'm going-
gaslighting me!
Gaslighting you, I just said I was excited to know the answer.
Yeah, so Tokas is just gonna go show that with a nice reroll.
Lawrence,
What?
you see traces
I
there of
succeeded.
runes that remind you of Dagas. Naudis.
Mm-hmm.
Can't see these runes without them
Dagas
being
these
said in the
nuts.
Binding of Isaac voice.
There was.
He was.
All of them ruse.
Let's say that.
So do you reroll, Tokas?
Yeah.
And
Just
Wunjo.
waiting for people to finish.
I am finished. You don't need to wait for people to finish to roll your check.
No, I like to, say things, but I'm waiting for people to finish talking.
That your thing. I want to hear it now. I'm looking
Cool.
forward to hearing
It's a
it.
27.
Nice!
Oh, DC.
Alright.
DC 30.
DC 30 pathetic.
Yeah, DC 30 pathetic. Dagas. What am I? What's the other one that I mentioned? Naudis. Naudis nuts!
Now these nuts.
Okay, I will continue to control myself. But it's easy. It's not easy. It was not I was.
Wow, the dungeon master lied to us.
I did not lie
Is this
to
game
you.
salvageable?
Certainly not.
Uh,
Alright. Because in these symbols, there's not only, it's more of a combination, I would say, of runes and arcane sigils to create a new effect. You see traces here of the aforementioned runes. There is traces of the arcane sigils required for feign death. There is traces of gentle repose and a variety of other necromantic and transmutation spells to recreate the effect of a little 8th tier magic spell known as temporal stasis.
oh boy.
Whoa!
Lord.
What spell now?
Temporal stasis, aka placing the subject into a state of suspended animation.
Okay, this interesting looking creature on the inside has been kept here for God knows how long in permanent chrono freeze.
It's pretty much
it's like-
cryogenically frozen. It does
So
not
now
age. Its bodily functions pretty much cease to exist. So he's not alive. He's also not really dead.
I like to imagine
at this point in time.
I like to imagine that Tokas Azar is just nerd out over this magic.
It's like trying to solve a fucking third grade equation by you're
Yeah.
speaking Arabian and you don't speak Arabian.
Yeah, basically.
Arabic.
No,
Arabic.
Arabian.
Arabian.
But so it's like, should we go? Okay, should we go take a look up there?
I believe we should. Maybe let's not touch anything until we figured out something. Though, well, now I'm interested. What kind of creature was it? No, well, I guess we can see for ourselves. Let's go. He turns around to
Mario
Zarya.
draws a fucking creature. It's just like rat face. Look.
Hey man, I'm not done with my painter supplies yet, but
Exactly.
Do we? Yeah, but like, if we both of us look up, maybe we can see more about it. Arcane wise. Maybe an unlocking mechanism?
Maybe. I mean, he like looks up at the necromancy symbol in the ceiling. Aaron, can I just make like a perception check to see if anything has maybe changed on it since I walked up here? Like, from when we entered and saw it the first time, and now that I've been up here,
I'll verify that nothing has changed at this
nothing
point
has
in time.
changed. Okay. At this point in time, taps forehead. But yeah, no, he's like, all right. Well, I mean, the symbol in the ceiling looks the same. I haven't felt anything, so if you feel like coming up, then I suppose you can.
Alright. Shari starts carefully moving up.
You will see the same scene.
Focus, you coming? Why are you eating rations now? Really isn't the time.
Did those get
Got so
soaked
hungry.
in the water?
All this brain doesn't run on magic.
Shari looks in the coffin. Is there any clear sign where you can open it?
It has a lid.
Do not open the coffin.
Cyrus doesn't just grab the fucking lid. He's not that stupid.
Better not. Thurgus waddles up the stairs. I guess the first thing I'd like to ask when I reach Zorius.
Oh, what? That wasn't the point.
Sorry, no, don't do that.
Mutation table.
Darius, don't suddenly just mutate.
What are you doing?
Nothing.
Okay. Well, I'd like to ask, can I make, I don't know if it was a nature check or an animal handling check to figure out, or not even animal handling, this might be just another race. Can I figure out what this little creature is?
Royal kobold.
Red rat.
I mean, it looks like a rat.
It's a red rat.
Yeah,
Oh,
well, I
I
know it
like
looks
the
like a rat, but not really.
It's a strange one, isn't it?
Amber, why do you have to beat around the bush to say no?
You can make intelligence animal handling, I guess.
I want to
I
say,
was thinking
could I
yes.
quote unquote assist/do it myself as well?
I would like to properly assist Tokas if that's the case.
Thank you. It's very kind of you. Very nice, very sweet.
I'd
Got
like
my
to keep aware of the room while the party is doing this.
I'll help.
Thank you. Thank you. Very nice, very sweet.
Fine. Thank you.
Okay, it's +4.
Just
What are
roll
we gonna
myself.
get? Natural 20! 25.
Quite a few natural 20s today.
Oh,
Nice.
is
It
it?
looks like it shares many characteristics, like, it looks like it shares many characteristics with both rats and also mustelids. So the mustelid family
Musty
is
what?
mustelid family, which is badgers, weasels, skunks, ferrets, all of those guys.
Okay, but who's this dude?
I
I rolled a natural
might-
20. I must know his first name, second name.
But I'm not gonna tell you what his fucking first name and second name
But,
is.
but that's how it works. I rolled
Ancestry.
a natural 20.
It isn't. But it doesn't matter.
Fair.
It's only higher.
Yeah, it's a 25.
Yeah, but you don't get to know what his fucking first name and address is.
But I rolled a natural 20, Amber. That's how D&D works.
Be silent.
Jesus. Do we?
Oh, this is how D&D works. You get inspiration because you're rolling that 20.
Oh no.
I almost got
Ah.
Zarius looks at Tokus like, can you see if the chest is magic? Like, do we just open it? Like, say a word or?
Kidding. I mean, the coffin is magic. Well, magical in nature. I'm not sure if. Does it seem like the magic is coming from inside the coffin, or is the coffin as well?
There's magic inside and outside of the coffin.
Okay. So, anyways, there's magic both outside and inside the coffin. I am of the belief that the coffin itself is a magical object, and most likely there is magic happening inside the coffin as well.
What if I have a really stupid idea?
Uh-huh. And then, you
It
know,
seems like
you
you
voice...
have an often really stupid idea. I'd like to remind you what
This
happened
is
last
why-
time you had a stupid idea.
This is why I voice them and don't do them.
Yeah, you know, it's
The
good.
intrusive
That's a lot
thoughts.
better. That's
It's-
an improvement.
It's an improvement to just not act on intrusive thoughts and actually talk about them first.
What if you attune to the coffin?
Well, Zorius, it's an idea, but it's the equivalent of saying we could attune to the axe embedded in a statue before. It's a magical item or object. Depending on the magnitude, some of these items are not exactly for the use of the common people. So they don't exactly have the ability to attune to someone's soul, but there could be a possibility. Perhaps the creature inside it is already attuned to the coffin. Perhaps that is why this sort of not exactly ominous spell is keeping it in stasis.
What
Elmara
if-
looks up at the like the multitude of you guys standing up on the dais, like looking into this coffin. She turns to Vincent and says, "I thought you were the most stupid one."
Well, that feels like a really backhanded compliment.
Maybe it is.
No, they're all quite smart, but sometimes they overcomplicate things, which is why I like to take a step back approach. And then I
That's a trait
swoop
of
in.
stupid people.
I let them do all the hard thinking, and then at the end I swoop in with my very simple solution of, let's just try opening it.
When is this moment going to come? Is it before or after I die of?
Well, honestly, and he will look up to the symbol on the ceiling. This time I'm not too certain, so this time I actually do want to leave it to the Brainiacs. I feel like opening that is either going to kill someone opening it, or it's going to kill the thing inside of it.
What if
Maybe
I-
neither. Maybe it's just a cryo chamber that's meant to keep it in place. I don't know. These guys love collecting animals anyway. They'll die on that hill until they open it, trust me. You might as well sit down and get a drink. This should be fun.
Ilmara will do just that. She sits down, like her companion just like crouches so Ilmara can sit like on her knee. She folds one leg over the other and she pulls out a bottle of drink. What do we choose today?
Anything will probably do.
Anything indeed.
Perhaps in that case, let us cheers the glory of the Star Child for granting.
He will
us
pull
another
out a
day
small
in
bottle,
this world.
which glows in this very toxic looking phosphorid green.
Not that I care, but that doesn't look too good for you.
Oh, it was actually invented by Hisilk, she says, pointing at the Togas. It's actually quite sweet.
Oh.
Not that you would know.
No, of course, I'm too uncultured for that. And I'll just pull out my standard water.
Lawrence will like present an empty cup towards her. I wouldn't mind a drink.
Ilmara stares you down
I
for a
would
moment.
though.
Ilmara stares you down for a moment, but then she will give you a drink.
We know how well Lawrence takes his drinks.
That's true.
Well, Lawrence is immune to poison. Oh, sorry. I mean, what?
So, what if I manipulate it with by feeling it?
What?
Lawrence looks at the coffin.
I don't think the sentence you just uttered had many implications. I can't really give it a sense.
How you did with fixing the cracked stone, feeling the magic.
Why don't we just open it?
You just told me not to.
Till we figured out something. We figured out that apparently.
Then open it.
Huh?
Then open it.
Alright. Doesn't need to be so aggressive about it.
I'm not aggressive, but you literally just told me not to immediately open it.
Yeah, immediately.
Yeah, we're now 6 seconds later.
I think it's been more than 6. Anyways.
Okay, a
turn
minute.
to Vittorio. I think we might need your strong hands for this. Not mine for sure.
I'll help.
All right. Yeah, we can open it. I suppose.
You should really talk more clearly, Vittorio. You speak like you're being forced to.
I know if I was forced to, let's open it and yeah, see what the fuck happens. I'm gonna be prepared to just slam the lid shut again, just in case.
Bless on me, Zarius, and Lawrence as we get ready to open this coffin.
Nice. Gamer moment.
All right.
I'll
You
help.
see a speck of the future.
All right.
Oh, right.
Between the two of you, you could lift up this rather heavy lid.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, look! They're doing it and much sooner than they had anticipated.
Wait, what? They're doing it? I'll Vincent will double take and be like, wait, what?
Would you like a drink too?
But I'm not done with my drink.
She's very
Jesus,
amused
Laura.
for where she's sitting.
I mean, to be fair, for the three people up here, 2 of them are just the people that say, just do it, fuck the consequences.
Fuck consequences.
And the same 2 people are the ones that spent 10 minutes in front of a wooden door the other day, so like...
Fair.
The duality of man. Open coffin with necromantic energy, stand in front of wooden door.
If you can't appreciate me at my worst, you don't deserve me at my best.
Yeah.
Alright, you lift up the lid, and there is only silence for a few moments. You could fold all the way back and leaving the coffin and its interior completely exposed to you.
Holy shit, they didn't die. Genuinely surprised.
For a few moments.
I am too. I should have actually made a bet, but then I would have
Zarius
lost
looks
that one.
down.
All right. Let's just make sure that this isn't actually trapped or anything.
That's a good idea. Gonna take a look, Ember. See if there's any traps around the coffin inside.
Yeah, sure.
What check would you like me to make?
Investigation.
Then I
These words
can offer.
make me rejoice
I-
plentifully.
Yes. I can offer no assistance.
Rejoice this coffin.
That is most alright. But it is a 22. Pretty low roll, about.
Alright, it's DC 25 pathetic. You don't see any traps.
Pathetic.
Damn.
Pathetic indeed.
You don't see
Yeah.
the camouflaged sphere of annihilation.
What is this rat?
Got him.
Everything's rats. The pile of item is rats. It's all rats.
You pull at the fucking rat. It's just cake.
Oh no!
I mean, yeah, if you say it's not destroyed, it's like, so who's taking what out? Sorry, looks at the rat and tries to go. His hands go to the rat.
This is the next interesting part. Actually, this is gonna get good. So, you see.
So now
they
we
all
make a
have
bet?
this- So they have an incredibly weird obsession with keeping animals. So my guess, Zarya seems to
why
be
they
quite
keep you.
interested in it. But... Excuse me?
Is this why they keep you around?
No, they keep me around in case they don't end up killing each other. You should see these guys before I arrived. It was a mess.
So, So-
you
you did not be there to keep them
Yeah.
from killing themselves.
you just hear Vittorio like over his shoulder. Well, I thought that was my job, but very well.
Why does everyone act like their parents?
Well,
in this
actually,
movie?
Lazarus takes a look at the items.
I'm gonna take the items.
Nope,
You two
Zarius
can
goes in
lift
first.
the people,
Oh.
and I'll grab the bundle.
Can I make an initiative check to go for it faster?
Sure, let's go.
You guys may contest sleight of hand
You
here.
rolled 5, Mark.
Okay, I roll an 8 total. This is 8.
In the meantime, at this whole
Right.
situation, Ilmara is making some sort of joke. Like she believes that there must be some sort of joke about how many idiots it takes to change a light bulb.
Uh-huh.
Unbelievable.
I would like to throw my hat into the ring here if I'm allowed.
Why are you all?
Yeah, go for it.
Oh my god, they've all become Luke goblins.
Because
What's wrong with you?
there's nothing wrong with
Zarius
me,
for
but
becoming the Loot Goblin.
Why do you? Why do you want? Okay, sure. What do you mean 8? Where's your roll, Zarius?
I made him roll.
You made me roll a 5!
Please, please.
You guys are all awful.
Use your fucking fate, please.
You are bad at this.
it's like,
Somehow, with all of us being slow, Zarius is the fastest.
yeah, I guess
Alright,
so.
Zarius grabs the items.
Zarius, where is your fate point?
Huh.
Zarius grabs the items first. What's left is the rat thing.
Well,
Although the
shit.
moment
Darius
someone lays
went for the
their-
items and
Oh,
not for the
yeah.
rat.
Please,
Maybe I do owe you some money.
please continue, Amber.
I think you do. Although when the items are touched, the creature stirs.
Oh boy.
Just like a twitch in its face, ever so minutely as its whiskers like move. And its eye, formerly closed, slowly opens to reveal very large brown pools.
I'll slide the bundle in my backpack. Trying
Looks
to do
down
it
on the
quickly.
creature.
It does not fit in your backpack, sorry. I'm gonna tell you that much.
Sorry, his axe stuffs it in his backpack, but it pokes out.
Alright, you try to grab the bundle. It seems to be like something wrapped in cloth, and like an entire suit of armor like clanks out, like smashing against the side of the fucking thing.
Oh no.
He just holds it.
Ooh.
Took a look down at the creature. Hello?
Blinked a few times, like uses its like little hands to push off the thick padding of the pillow, which it kind of sinks away into, and then looks at you guys
I'll try to
standing
help him
over
out.
it.
Mhm.
You doing alright? Can you talk?
Yeah.
Well, that solves some problems.
Who are you?
I am Tokus Molten Top. This is Vittorio, and this is Zarius.
Hi.
May we know your name?
I'm Freddy.
They say Freddy.
Yeah, his name was Freddy.
Well, Freddy, it's a pleasure to meet you. Did you know that you were sleeping in this coffin?
Yeah. Are you here to help me?
Do you have a problem?
Yes, that's why I'm sleeping.
What is the issue?
Freddy's ears kind of like turn down. There's like a slight like crackling sound as you could see these brown, almost scale-like growths, like crunch as they pull apart, and he flinches at the motion.
Oh, I
Oh,
see.
no.
It was
This is
dying,
sad.
so the
Yeah.
owner kind of put it in stasis so that he could find the
yep,
cure
yep,
before
yep,
it
yep.
dies. Right.
Mm.
All right. Literally, like, looks at it at the little tiny guy. Like, you are you sick?
I think so.
Hmm. Who put you in here? You know, family or a friend?
My papa.
Hmm.
How old are you?
See them like hold out their hands for a moment and like sort of like just look at the figures. 7.
No, it's a child. Fuck. I
What do you
guess we're.
think you will be?
Sorry,
A
the same size as-
34-year-old man?
The child is now gonna join our orphanage group.
Oh, he's gonna
Right.
die because we just released an Ebola patient and we don't have penicillin.
Oh no!
Lawrence,
It is the same size as
Yes.
Tokas, by the way. I
Oh.
want you to know
Let's
this.
go, midget.
we might need your help. If it looks like someone's sick here, whatever was in that coffin.
I can overhear. I was wondering when I would be allowed to rise up to the DS, I suppose, but
I think it
Let
will be
me see.
out now.
then allow me to enter stage left. Lauren says, walking up to next to where the party is, and peering in. Hi, I'm Lawrence. I'm
Hi.
a healer. Tell me what is wrong with you.
I'm Freddy. I'm an inventor.
Hello, Freddy. I didn't hear what you said next, because music.
It says
Let's see
I'm an
if I-
inventor.
I'm an inventor. Were you... And what is wrong with you, Freddy? What's
I'm
the
going to
problem?
die soon.
How can you tell us? How do you know?
My papa knows. And he knows many things.
Your papa tell you what was wrong with you?
He says one day I will be like the statues we make.
Ah.
Oh, what does his body look like, Amber?
I mean, he has fur, but like between the fur, he has these like specklings of something that looks a little bit like stone or scales. Like the one that he had around his ear, which kind of like broke apart when his ears twitched, appears to be bleeding at this point, like ever so slightly.
Freddy, may I examine you?
Okay. He shrugs off his little jacket, as though he already knows what this means. He shrugs off the little jacket and sits there.
Okay. I'm going to touch you now, Freddy.
That's okay.
Lawrence will reach over and look at his ear where the little speckles are. Amber, does it look like flesh has turned like partially into stone and then the movement caused it to like shed off?
That sounds just gross.
You can make a medicine check, yeah?
Amber, I'm grasping at straws here, but would there maybe possibly be anything about this in the field guide? Which could have, well, now he's rolled, but yes, which would have allowed me to give him advantage.
Oh, that's what you were aiming.
Yeah,
Or you can give him advantage.
there you
I
go.
have a separate question.
Mhm.
With the knowledge I have
Hey.
of the arcane, could I roll an Arcana check to figure out if there's some sort of curse or a spell that could cause this sort of plague? Like if this disease or sickness has a magical origin.
Alright, you can do so.
And Amber, could I vibe check the kid?
Oh,
I'll
Yeah,
vibe
sure.
check him.
At least you said vibe check rather than feel. That makes me feel
Yeah.
better.
Can I feel?
damn
Alright.
it. Deal 25 damage to the kid.
I
Damn.
mean, I see you, damage! Punches the kid to death.
Oh,
He starts beating the absolute shit out of him.
Alright. Sorry, as you know that this creature is, I mean, less powerful than you, that's for sure.
What?
You know, just comparing,
More
strength,
or less.
less.
Yes.
Okay, okay.
Comparing strengths, you know. Let me see if I pull up my notes. Declare magic caster, no. Detect.
Maybe I can do a persuasion check to convince it it's not dying.
Placebo pill
It'll
him.
die.
Gaslight.
If anyone
Gaslight,
could
you are not
placebo
dying.
somebody
You are
into
fine.
thinking they're okay, I think Lawrence could.
Um,
I have +11.
there's definitely a layer of like magical disturbance within this creature. Outside of that, you know. How do I explain this? Um, this soul is like whole. He is question mark.
He's a question mark.
No, it's not a question mark. Unlike Delphine, who is still in the stages of like growing into it, this creature appears to be fully grown. Like this is it's not a child.
This creature's an adult, basically.
Yeah, or at least he has the soul of an adult.
No, it's like
It's a fully fleshed out, shaped soul with very little magical inclination, but
I think
definitely some
Zarius
onion layers of like bad juju.
Zarius would quickly ask,
I need to pull up
are
my
you
other
an
notes.
adult for your type of creature?
He blinked. I think I'm an adult.
Your souls that have grown. There's a magical disturbance about you. Let me poke around for a bit. I'm gonna poke around at the magical disturbance. Vibe check that shit.
I mean, something clings to it, like a vile taint.
Like what Tokas had.
What? So,
Like what I'm about to, what
Oh.
I'm about to speak to Tokas about.
Oh,
But
okay,
I'm just pulling up the correct,
hey yo. So
the correct bookwork.
you better be the correct book.
But my
Come on,
brain is just
source
like,
citations.
of course, but my brain is like kind of lagging behind right now.
Maybe we'll be.
'Cause I'm a little tired. Oh. This is not exactly the thing that I want. I am looking for another thing. Curses. Vile curses. No. Ah, yes, there we go. Tokas, you know that there are... I think you guys may have encountered one once before. I don't know. There is such a thing as curses in this world, of which, you know, as you may know, shadow steel is one of the main components used in, you know, creating these curses. This may or may not be one of the reasons that Astoya nobility, or Astoya as a whole, is interested in mining in Blackwall Mountain. Curses are spells of dark emotion and twisted fate, and they become more powerful depending on their circumstances. Where vengeance runs deep, curses are a lot more powerful. Let's just say. It's all about the emotions, you see. A curse cast with the dying breath of someone who was betrayed will be a lot more powerful than, you know, someone that, you know, shouldered you in the street. And curses also progress through stages, usually ending with transforming the bear horrifically by the very end of it. Sometimes it simply turns them into monstrosities or a twisted version of themselves. And once that the transformation is complete, there is not a lot that you can do about it, you know, say for a wish maybe. But they can also be lifted when certain conditions are met. Although they are notoriously difficult to cure.
So in essence, this might be a magical curse of some kind.
Yes.
The fuck would
They
be evil
were-
enough to curse this poor little guy, man?
He's an adult.
Still little.
Yeah, first
Jokes
of all,
is little, but I wouldn't mind cursing his ass once in a while.
Wow.
I guess has been cursed though.
yeah, by Zarius already, so you know they've
No,
already
by
been
the-
there.
The farmer. You brought.
Okay, well, Tokus will relay the information to Lawrence and say that this might be some sort of curse of an arcane nature. We might be able to remove it if its strength is not too potent. That is to see, though.
I can give it a try. I have some experience with this, as you know.
Well, Freddy, we might be able to help you.
Freddy, might I ask why this is happening to you? What did you do?
I did not do anything.
Lawrence looks at him like some eyes of like compassion and understanding. Like, no matter what you say, I will understand.
Mm-hmm.
As a sort of like a prompt to like a.
I know, he just looked up at you with the big brown eyes and said I did nothing.
Oh no. I know exactly
you-
how that looks like.
Do you perhaps remember the first time you had these symptoms?
You know anyone? Do you have any problems with anyone, Freddy?
I don't know many people. I've been here for a long time. Building
Building what?
this place.
Is this your home?
No. I once had a home somewhere else. But then we moved here. And then my
Then-
papa said I could make it look however I want if we just work on it.
And what is this place supposed to be?
My new home. Where I have to wait until someone saves me. That being
Oh, wait,
Papa when
your
he comes
papa?
back.
Told you.
Who is your papa?
He's my Papa, of course.
Can you tell us his name?
Freddy's like, you can see that he doesn't have like eyebrows, but he has like the muscles there, and they kind of just like raise a little bit. Yeah, he's my father.
Is that
That's
his...
what I call him, Papa.
Oh.
However, I'd like to make an insight check on Freddy. To determine is he being purposely withholding of information, or is he or is this simply just how he is? I'm looking for, yeah, I guess a certain tenseness of being, any like clues that would indicate that he is being misleading or trying to mask his true intentions or emotions. No. Our lifestyle is traveling through a cave, and Freddy's lifestyle is
living in
Being
a
in a
cave. So
cave.
Sleeping,
I
sleeping in a
think
cave.
sleeping in a cave. So I think we're sharing like a lifestyle here.
Yeah, that's wrong.
Oh, rough.
I
That's rough, buddy.
refuse. I will use fate. I absolutely refuse to roll another nat 1 today.
Okay.
Another one.
Another one.
Ooh, that was almost another one.
The way I saw the dice like shimmy towards an outlet. Dying.
You can definitely sense a shiftiness in his behavior. Lawrence is not telling you everything.
Freddy, you bitch.
Meanwhile, downstairs, Ilbara's pouring herself like the third cup. They are
Glad
taking
we
quite
got
a long
Lawrence
time.
in.
Is it very that hard to adopt an animal?
I think they're trying to help it, or at least try to understand it. Why is it that every... it doesn't matter. But
No, this is why I make them myself. It's much easier to understand them.
yeah,
They also don't end up dying like this.
Maybe you should make yourself a fucking boyfriend.
Maybe I will!
Oh yeah, but if you end
If it
up
would
making...
stop you from like fucking rolling all over fucking Vincent, then like go ahead.
Damn, I sense some jealousy in here.
Yeah, Lawrence is so
Yeah.
jealous, man.
If you end up making everything that you surround yourself with, then you're not really around anything new. Everything's a bit hollow, isn't it?
Where else are the electronics supposed to fit?
I was about to say. Is it
Outside.
hollow? Oh, just well known.
Yeah, but you know all of their responses. Anything that you make, you know how they're going to respond and act and be. Isn't half of the thing about getting to know people is getting to know how people are going to react to certain things? Like hell.
I stab you in the back.
I think you can
Wow.
imagine that.
Maybe. Maybe not.
You like that kind of excitement? This is
No.
what you're into?
I like the excitement of knowing that if I tease Vittorio, he might grunt at me in a certain way. But if I tease Togas, he might know that there's some shed of emotion in the way that I head towards him. Or maybe the way that I take the mick out of Zarius every now and again. And how I poke fun at you because you have this uncrumbling superiority complex. It's fun to see how people react to certain things.
Except Florence, fuck that guy.
Yeah, don't talk with that guy. Fuck it.
Yeah, that guy weirds me out.
And that
It's
guy's
like-
he's just a creep, bro. I don't know, he's a fucking weirdo.
Yeah, fucking weirdo. I say one thing and he's like, yes, the machinations of the Starch. I was like, bro, I'm talking about toast and bread. How you make 1 and 2
Ask you what you
For
had
real.
for breakfast, bro. What the fuck?
For real.
I feel like there's a little bit too much. These unknown responses all the time. I don't mind finding myself here like this. For now.
It's normal. We sometimes fear the things we don't understand. And sometimes people fear the things they can't control. That's why I just let go.
And look what that has landed you. 6 days below the ground. With a bunch of humans.
From your perspective.
Bunch of humans.
He'll
Say
smile
my
and look,
perspective is wrong.
he'll smile and look around and be like, yeah. From my perspective, I've gained a new family. I'm going on adventures that will hopefully one day be able to guide me to a place where I can be free and not judged. And I'm surrounded by people that I know I can trust. Well, not everyone. And I'll smile and look towards her.
She breaks eye contact immediately. I think you live a little bit too much in the fantasy world still.
Why wouldn't I? Have you seen this one?
Checks out.
Touché.
It's something we can agree on.
In the meantime, Freddy looks up at you with his big brown eyes, Lawrence.
Freddy, I need you to be honest with me.
I am honest.
Freddy, I know when you're not telling me the whole story. If you want me to save you,
You
need
save
to
me?
tell I think I can.
Are you lying, Lawrence?
Do I think I can save him? I have a spell that removes curses, and I've removed 100% of curses so far. I think I can save him.
Hmm.
Lawrence genuinely believes that he could save Freddy. Tokas knows that it's more complicated than just remove curse, but Lawrence at least believes that this is you know it.
Nah, it can't be more complicated than that. What complicated
Ah!
than me?
Also, Amber, as this conversation is going on, I would just like to casually nudge the Devil's Ringer.
Okay.
Just to make sure.
The loud
Nothing
booming
happens.
echo that echoes out to 3,000 meters.
Nothing
Nothing out of
happened.
the ordinary happens, yeah.
Hmm.
It just makes a tinging sound and everybody hears.
Okay.
What?
Yeah, no, or
Huh?
uh,
I'm not supposed to tell you everything.
Why is that?
I don't want to answer any more questions.
Freddy? Do you think he... Do you know
What?
how long... Do you know how long you have? Did your dad tell you anything?
Freddy, like, looks up at you for a moment, and then looks down at his feet as he, like, reaches for something and it's not there. Then he looks up at you again.
Darius, who stuffed all the smaller things in his backpack and is just holding onto this armor right now. Is this yours?
Yes, they are my things.
Oh, you stole a child's belongings. You're a
I
horrible
look at
person.
Zarius as like, because I was not here to witness this.
Make a wisdom save. Do it.
I did, and I rolled an 8.
Oh, that's horrible.
Zarius looks at this armor. Can I ask what kind of armor it is, and is it like too small?
No, it's
He's
like
trying
a
to salvage it.
it's like a medium person fucking armor.
Do it. Do it. Make him look bad.
I will very calmly tell you in Castellan that grave robbing is a sin.
I look at you. It's like not a grave. He's not dead. But he in Castanella. But then he leans back down and says,
You can argue with your god about technicalities.
Zarius kind of like looks and tries to switch back to Imperial Norm because it's a little bit rude.
Oh yes, it doesn't take someone well versed in Castellan to know that Lawrence is chiding you.
But Zarius like kneels down because he's still pretty small, right? And then looks in his backpack. I am going to ask you this: do these things look expensive?
I mean, most of it looks pretty mundane.
I mean, if it looks mundane, Zarius will hand it back. No
Most
problem.
of it. Elaborate.
Yeah.
Elaborate that. What specifically?
Well, I
does
assume
it
the
look
armor
like?
doesn't
Zarius,
look mundane.
there's something that looks.
Situation, even though he put himself in the shit. So I want you to elaborate.
One of the smaller things that's in there, there is a string of beads that swirl with this liquid inside. It's almost, they feel a little bit squishy, like those bath beads. And the liquid inside glitters like in purple and cyan, like
Like Tide
stardust.
Pods?
Yeah, like stardust in a Tide Pod.
But Zarius starts handing the mundane things over first.
Freddy will take out a tiny book for his tiny size. and flip through the pages, some of which have like little sketches in it and like drawings and whatnot.
First, so everything looks mundane, with I presume the exception of that little trinket and the armor, right? Because
The
it's
armor
big.
is definitely magical.
Yeah. And Zara just gives back all the small trinkets that don't look valuable. He's definitely being some kind. He definitely isn't being like completely upfront about it. I mean, he's doing his best to look completely upfront. At the end, back all the small mundane things is like, but do you know that, Freddy?
He lands on a page, and it looks like there's some like numbers like being added up to one another, and he says, "I think in 1 year I will not be able to live anymore."
Zarius gives the kindest, weirdest dragonborn smile, and
Looks like he's about to eat him.
I'm gonna say,
Teeth out.
Lawrence is a fantastic doctor. He's going to be able to save you. But you might have to come with us. Are you okay with that?
Okay.
Can I try to roll a persuasion check to just somewhat? I assume this individual looks. I mean, this doesn't look like the most comfortable situation for either party. Or is this guy completely calm?
Yeah, he's calm.
Yeah. And
He's just kind of letting everything wash over him.
like, well then, we're
as
gonna help
much
you.
as that would be good, it's perhaps not the best idea. If we do not know what Freddy here has, then bringing him away from the only thing that's keeping him alive might not be the wisest thing. Now, Freddy, as my friend here, Azarius, mentioned, the other friend here, Lawrence, is a great healer. But, as you might know, to heal sickness, you must first figure out what it is and why you got it. You probably don't want us to ask too much, but we need to know at least a little bit to help you out. I'm sure you'd like to see your dad again, wouldn't you?
Yeah, he
Then,
will find me.
for sure he will. But I'm sure he'd be a lot happier if he found you healthy and, well, in well-being instead of being still sick. I think he would get really worried if he saw you outside that coughing and you were still sick.
Yeah.
Will
So-
you tell us now, Freddy? About how you contracted this?
I'm not supposed to say.
Even if it would save your life? So you might be reunited with your father once more? Surely he would understand. After going to all these lengths to keep you alive in the first place.
He said it was not my fault, but his fault.
What did he do?
I can't say. People are not supposed to know that we are here.
We don't plan to be here for very long. We plan to leave this place, this entire mountain, and go far, far away. To a place There is so much water that you could stand in the middle of it and not see any land on any horizon. No mountain, no tree, no rock. About as far as one could imagine from this place is where we will go after this. And if you tell us now, then we can help you, and if we can help you, we're going to leave this place anyway. Do you prefer our oath? Our promise?
Why do I
That's
have to
where you
tell you
mind.
for you to help me?
Because the sickness is not so simple. It is a curse. It is something dark and vile. If I can lessen that curse, then I can lessen any impact it will have on you. There's no point curing you if it will kill you. Isn't that right?
Yeah. But I don't know.
I know you are caught right now between wanting to do the right thing and wanting to do right by your father. I believe if he knew that we were here right now and we could help you, he would give us his blessing. He would tell us himself while you rested soundly in your bed. Would he not?
His eyes grow bigger. Yeah.
I'm sure he would. How plush these pillows are, after all. Your father must love you a lot. With all the effort he went in to keeping you safe here.
Mm.
And I'm sure you want to see him again after all this time.
Yeah.
Make sure he is also well.
I do.
Tell us what happened, Freddy. Help us help you.
I don't know what happened. I didn't know we had to leave. And he made me promise that I wouldn't tell anyone who he is. Because then we would be in more trouble.
It says dot in his brain. Asking himself, why does the identity of like one kobold matter?
Well, Freddy, we aren't bad people, and we don't really want to harm anyone. We wouldn't be trying to help you out if we were, right? We also don't really. Well, it doesn't matter who your father is, his identity, I suppose. But you can rest assured that no matter who he is, it's not going to be a problem for us.
Freddy is innocent, I think. I think Freddy is innocent, and that his dad did a bad, and the dude, whoever his dad pissed off was like, oh yeah, well your son is gonna get wrecked, or like your greatest love will fall and crumble to ruin. And it's like, okay, well now your son's gonna turn into a statue and then like get disintegrated. Amber,
Mm-hmm.
I would like to use 100% of my brain power
Okay.
to remove curse, Freddy. I wanna reach into him. I wanna grab the curse. I'm gonna be like, hey Buster,
Mm-hmm.
the soul is a precious thing, and I need you to stop parasiting onto it. And then I'm gonna rip it out
Okay.
using the indomitable human spirit.
Go ahead.
I might have a weird question. Could I assist with witch sight? Trying to manipulate the like pieces I could feel as Lawrence does his powerful magic.
I'm going to say for this one, no.
Okay.
You may cast a spell, Lawrence.
Right.
You sense Freddy's suffering, the vile magic that plagues him. A curse you've already surmised cast with ill intent. And so you reach out to untangle the threads of the curse, pulling at them with your mind. But this curse resists. As carefully and as precisely as you move, it is almost as though for each thread that you grab between your fingers, 6 more appear and you run out of hands. Necessary to unweave it and yank it away from him. While remove curse is certainly a beginning, you lack the cure components to rid Freddy of this particular curse.
Can I determine what these are?
Make me a spellcasting ability check.
Alright. Don't fail me now, Vim. Huh. Ah, can I cast guidance on myself?
Sure.
Start trial. Help me. Help me. Help me. Help me. Yes. 19, I'll take it.
Nice.
Roll me 2d9.
2d9. Holy shit, we are dealing with degrees of probability not seen since 1990. You seriously rolled d8? Okay. 2d9.
Roll one of them because that's oh, there we go.
There we go.
Ooh, that's high.
Okay.
I hope that's good.
Lawrence.
Mm-hmm. I'm excited to hear the results, Amber.
Delving deeper within this mind space, in the darkness where you see the curse almost like these faint, colorful threads, you see the components that are missing, the extra hands that will allow you to untangle these threads. the first item you need a clock which runs backwards.
Okay.
The second item a raven twice murdered.
What about
And
a
the
stupid
last
dude?
item.
You leave Mar out of this, I will fuck you up.
Ours not a raven.
Yeah, exactly.
And the third item.
Is the third item?
Mm-hmm. A strand of hair from the lost but not found.
What the fuck does that mean?
I was thinking the same thing. I was like, what the fuck?
You know what?
Mm-hmm.
First
Alright.
two objects, that's fairly accomplishable. Second, third one, what was that? What?
This is some riddle bullshit. This is what that is.
The riddle inside the riddle, I can't take it anymore.
You know how spells are like specific? Well, we're entering some occult bullshit.
Someone made a curse and finally realized that their components for spell castings are way too specific and picked something hella vague.
I have the answer to all of these. Clock that runs backwards, boom, we can just ask our boy Freddy to make one. Easy. Or Tocas even. Rock Gnome Gaming.
No moment.
Exactly. Second, a raven twice
Mar.
murdered?
Agreed.
Okay. So,
Uh-huh.
you could say, like, oh yes, if I can summon a familiar as like a wizard, is that a, and I pick a raven both times and I murder it both times, like, okay, maybe that applies. Or
Might need to resurrect a
maybe
raven.
yeah, maybe you need to like resurrect a raven
And then kill it again.
kill it again, yeah.
That's definitely what it is.
Yeah.
And as for the last one, a strand of hair from the lost but not found. Do you know who's lost but not found?
They asking
Mara.
us?
Mara is lost but not found. She's very lost.
Hard
Can
of
you
the
take a
pair.
strand of hair off of a ethereal creature?
Who has
Yeah.
feathers? Not hair?
I
First
would,
of
well-
that too.
Well, the
Well-
easiest component is the clock that runs backwards.
That I can make it myself.
This is what you know, Lawrence. Do, 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 do.
Alright, Lawrence will say, those are the three things I need. And I can break the curse.
Oh. Yeah, some of that might be easy to come by, but the rest. By the way, Freddy, in your book, you
Multiple close to himself.
he's like, oh no, don't worry, I have my own, and he like takes out his journal, like, I'm not gonna take yours. I was wondering, maybe you have well, since you were counting before, roughly how long you had, do you have any year, like the current year, written down somewhere? Or if you remember.
Pretty blinks.
Possible that Freddy might not be using the Burak calendar.
Yeah, I don't know.
Buyer's calendar.
Like, he kind of like holds the book to his chest, like a child doesn't want you to like cheat on a test.
No,
As he
bless,
flips through the pages.
bless his own.
1984.
The turn of the century will soon be upon us.
Ah, okay. I see. Nice. Mm-hmm.
All right.
Okay.
Fabian.
Hmm.
Yeah. Hmm.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Ah.
He,
Yes.
What are
yeah,
we humming about?
Ah.
Yeah.
Ah.
no,
Ah.
Vittorio,
Ah.
he's like, all right, but, do you have maybe the exact one written down?
It should be the 9th.
Oh, he's not that far behind. I thought he was going to say the first. That would have been interesting.
Wouldn't change much.
It is not. Oh, that's Igor. It is not much of a difference.
All right.
Wait, does he mean like the 9th year?
Or the
9th
9th
century, buddy.
century.
It was in the 9th century.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro,
Nani?
bro. There's no way it's
Yeah.
been over 900 years.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to figure out. But
980.
hmm, but it's like, oh, all right. Well, I suppose the next question then is if are we going to try and put you back for now? Will we look around, or are we going to come with?
Look around what?
He just does like a circular motion with his finger, just gesturing to the like entire room. Really,
You found my puzzles.
no, you're the one who made them.
Yeah. Me and my papa.
Did you make that room with the statue with the big rat man?
I carved the statue myself.
You did?
All
You
of
did-
them lead here,
Lawrence will
where
not
I
make
rest
eye
under
contact.
prom.
Well, you did some awesome work.
Thank you. I also make traps.
We noticed.
Wait a moment. Wait a
Mhm.
moment. Wait a moment. Wait a moment.
Yeah. Well, the Force, Gabe. I wonder
No,
who
no,
can...
no, no. That's not what I'm worried about. I'm worried
Oh.
about the fisherman that lived in this guy's house.
You mean the squatter that found his house afterwards?
Yeah, literally.
Put a door in front of the thing and you've got a free puzzle.
Took us kind of thinks for a moment. Was it only you and your father here?
There are more people who live in this mountain.
Well,
That's true.
in the
That's true.
mountain,
He's got
yes,
you there.
but in this house that you crafted yourself.
Sometimes other people came to visit.
I see. And what about the rest of your family? Don't you have any cousins, brothers, a mother?
No.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Why?
Well, I'm assuming they're not with us anymore.
I just never had them.
You never had a mother.
No.
Aced.
Blink, blink. Does your father look like you in shape? and form, I suppose.
What do you mean?
Is he also, in appearance, similar to you?
Freddy looked down at his hands. I don't think so.
Is he much bigger?
Yeah. But one day I will be that big too.
And he like turns to Vittorio.
Yeah.
He points at Vittorio. Would you say that big or bigger?
Bigger.
And there's like a glint in Tokus's eyes.
Well,
Like-
I don't know the dragon.
Like bigger? Like much bigger?
No, not much bigger.
He was a dragon ogre.
Yeah. Oh no.
Please.
And
Fully grown dragon ogre.
did your dad ever told you if he had someone he loved?
That's what I was also thinking, Gabe.
Well, of course he loved you, but someone else?
Frowns. I don't know.
Well, this is quite the troubling thing. Did he make this coffin, perhaps?
Yeah, we made it together. It's not a coffin. I'm not dead.
Well, digging
You're-
your own grave.
You're right. My apologies.
This is my bed.
Well, it's a really neat bed. Is your
Put a lot
father?
of time in it.
Oh, I can see it. Put a lot of magic into it. I'm assuming your father is quite a good magician.
Yes.
Thinks about it for a moment. Does your father resemble something more like us? Or him, I suppose? And it turns again to Vittorio. Big man,
I'm
pale.
not supposed to say.
You're not supposed to say. You're right. Well, and you said he would find you, right? If you got out of this coffin.
If he finds the way to cure me, he will come back.
I see. Do you have any way to talk to your father, to communicate with him?
No.
But that's pretty troublesome, isn't it?
Why? I'm supposed to be sleeping.
Well, yes, but I'm sure that you would like to talk with your dad every now and then.
Well, I can't talk to him when I'm sleeping.
Isn't
Do you
it
talk to your
boring?
dad when you're sleeping?
Yeah.
Well, I don't really talk to my dad anymore.
I mean, Freddy, for you, it's been what, a day since you woke, since you fell asleep and woke up. How long did that feel like for you?
Like I went to bed and I woke up.
Yeah, for him, it's been. Sorry, snaps his fingers. Good stuff.
Well, of course it was. Feeling hundreds of years on your back when you sleep in stasis is probably against the purpose of the spell. Well, no matter what it is, I suppose putting you right back to sleep would be the smartest thing. We don't want your father to come back here and not find you anymore.
I suppose so. Well, if we're going to do that, Freddy, is there anything you can tell us about, well, I don't know, any of the other rooms in this place? You know, we found the one with the big rat statue. We found the one with the little house in the water tunnel, and then, well, this place. Are there any more?
Yeah, I made one all about feelings.
Can we see that?
They will just lead back here.
All of them lead here.
Go. Where I rest under prom.
He rests under prom.
He rests under prom.
Mm. But what does it mean?
But he rests under prom.
I
I don't know what
mean,
else to tell you. That's just what it means. They're double meaning.
There's no moon imagery in the room itself, right?
No.
That's just a normal saying then?
You know that the yellow moon is prom.
I mean, yes.
Okay. You know that you put the yellow moonstones to get here.
Oh, right. Yes. Uh-huh.
It's okay for it.
Yeah. Hey, brain cells, okay?
It's okay.
So we have one moon to go, basically. Still. Right?
Huh?
I mean,
am I being stupid? We've had red, we've had yellow, we haven't had blue.
We haven't had blue. Blue's probably the feelings one.
yeah. Like,
Is there anything in the blue in the feelings one?
Need to get here.
Like your underwater one. And sorry, it shows the fish in the jar with the castle.
Yeah. I like the fish. Not the big ones very much.
There are big ones? Cyrus looks like terrified.
Oh, wait a moment.
Yes. Papa said we could model it after things we see in the mountain. Once there were very large fish here, with many eyes.
Fucking child. God damn, this guy's gonna grow into an archmage at the age of 10.
I'm already past halfway,
yeah,
guys.
Amber's like, yeah, this guy is weaker than you, but it's really just the ending of Bleach when the guy is so strong they can't feel his
It's
pressure.
like I can't feel his Ryatsu. Can't feel his spiritual pressure.
I was thinking, there was a painting of a guy in the fisher's hut, and he was blue of skin, right?
Yeah, it was blue skin.
Yeah.
But did he have any other features? Like, it looked like a furbolg, right?
He was like he looked kind of like definitely wasn't a furball, but he looked like a balding, black-haired, like slightly overweight furball or something.
I see. So it did have like a cow nose sort of thing and ears.
No, but he was very large.
So it looked like a large man, but blue.
Very large blue man.
Okay. Yeah, it took us thinks about it. Freddy, you made the fisherman's hut, right? The little home with the fish tank. That was you as well.
Well, it was mostly Papa, because he knew the fisherman.
You the fisherman. And who was the blue man that we saw in the painting?
One of the blind people.
Did they used to hang out with you?
No. They hang out with the many-eyed fish.
Okay. Alright. Okay. Yeah, okay. Alright. Yikes. I'm starting to paint a picture here. I don't really like it. It's not the picture I like.
What do you mean?
Grimlock. It's a Grimlock.
Yeah.
It all makes sense now.
Yeah.
Oh.
Is it a Grimlock, Amber?
Yeah, it's a Grimlock.
The
Not
one
that
that
you
Yeah.
guys have ever seen a
Give
Grimlock,
me
but
inspiration now.
Why?
Because I guessed it right, and I get to feel good about being right.
this is not a quiz.
Big fat
Because
quiz.
if you was, I would have won. Okay. Okay. Well, this is incredibly concerning. Huh. All right. Well, I guess that's.
They're very kind.
I am sure. Did you ever meet the many-eye fish?
No.
Or fish with many eyes.
Mhm.
Well, I guess that's better that way.
Well, if you say that the fantasy room doesn't have anything more in it, then finally
Yes.
time to get home.
I
After
suppose it is. And time for you to get to bed again. I suppose. Unless you don't want to, of course.
Okay.
can we reactivate it just by closing it?
We can attempt. Is there any way we could recognize your father if we see him? Like some sort of word or something that he has on him?
Maybe if you have a drawing of him, that wouldn't be telling us. Victoria tries to just
That is true.
put on as warm of a smile as he can, which is yeah.
You can tell him that Freddy is waiting at home under prom. I don't think there's many people named Freddy. I only know one.
Well, do you think there's some sort of characteristic that your father has that would be recognizable? I don't think it's very easy to go around and tell every single person we meet that Freddy's waiting for them at home.
You don't have to. You'll come home.
Well, he'll come home when he has a cure for you, and it might take a long, long time. I think if us and your father work together, we might do it a lot faster.
And you'd have to find. But I wouldn't know where to look.
Well, I think that's gonna be our job, I suppose. But it would help if you could tell us a way to identify him. Yes.
I'm not supposed to do that.
Well, you're not supposed to tell us who he is, but I don't think it's against these rules to tell us if he has, for example, a huge armament, or a tiny ring, or a necklace of some sort. Or maybe he wears a weird shirt.
Like a little man in a spacesuit.
Freddy blinks up at you.
I blink down at him.
He wears many armbands.
And
Or
your
like the
pets.
one Zarya stole.
What?
Like the what?
Oh, you know, the one that Zarya slipped in his pocket?
What?
Turns around. The what?
I mean, I'm confused. What?
Oh, he means the beaded bracelet.
Bro, you didn't see that shit. That was in a package that I shoved in my backpack. I took everything out.
He wears many bracelets in red and blue and yellow and silver.
I noticed there's a lot of red and blue and yellow going on. Do you guys like these colors a lot?
The moons are good to us. Are they not?
Some would like to say the opposite, but I suppose to some the moons are very good. Do you really see them though? From down here inside the mountain?
They are in our hearts.
Well, that's a very warm thought to have. I wonder why you made a house here, where you can't see the moons at all. Besides your hearts, of course.
Because we had to hide.
Was there someone hunting you? Chasing you?
Pretty simply humps.
That might indeed be a problem. Were you chased by a monster of some sort?
I'm not supposed to answer these questions.
Oh, this is all part of the secret things, isn't it?
Isn't.
Yeah.
Well, it's enough if you say that you are safe and okay down here.
I think I'm safe.
That is good then. Well, I hope that your father hasn't encountered these things that are chasing you, but in case he has, we'll try to help him out if we find him.
Right. Thank you.
Freddy, in your book, would you mind making a note of the 3 components that I said?
Contemplates for a moment and then nods.
Yes, I wouldn't mind.
Takes out a tiny quill.
You can use some of my ink.
Yeah,
Go
his
for
own
him.
ink is dry.
Yeah, I offer him one of my little ink pots. Be used.
He'll make a note of it.
Excellent.
Then you guys put Freddy back to sleep.
Yeah, we'll like give him back
I
his
think
armor and then
so.
put him back to sleep.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
You'll see Zarya's physically struggle. Like, you probably have to take it from him. Like, he's not gonna, like, fight you for it, but you're gonna have to physically take it from him.
That's
Freddy
fine.
looks up at you.
Sure, we can do so.
It's
Lawrence
okay.
will not
Oh.
take it from you. He will chide you though. Prompt you to.
What did Freddy say? Ab?
It's okay. Belongs to my papa. If you see him, you can give it to him.
Well, Freddy, I don't think it's, good to take other people's things. You said that he'll come here if he finds a cure anyways, right?
Yeah. But you said that you would find him.
Well, we can try,
Oh.
but it's not sure that we will.
Well, tell you what, Freddy, if that's the case, do you have anything, either from your book or something else that, something that both you and your father knows has like a, it has value, but just between the two of you. If you get what I mean? Basically,
I don't understand.
something that only you and him would, I guess, cherish.
Something emotional.
I'm basically trying to figure out if you have something, either in your book or another item that, if we run across your father and he's, sees the armor, he won't just think that we have gone down here and taken it.
Tell him it was from me.
Yes, but he might not believe us.
Well, how?
Why? Are you liars?
No.
No, no.
No.
But I mean, also, it would be surprising if we knew his son's name.
That would be.
Or are you a boy or a girl or anything in between?
Freddy blinks. I'm a boy.
Okay,
My name is Freddy.
I mean, I don't know your culture. Felt wrong to assume, but I mean, if we know his son's name, that must mean something.
And we know of his condition, and we know of many other things, so.
Alright. Fair enough.
Freddy yawns.
Jazar is still holding onto the armor, hands trembling. Mentality fighting with his body.
No. Well, Jor's not gonna try and take it. Freddy said it was okay.
Yeah.
Like, alright. Well,
Lawrence passes judgment.
Freddy, well, hopefully next time you wake up then you'll see your dad.
I hope so too.
Hmm.
Yeah, I hope so too.
Well, it's time to get you back to sleep.
Okay.
We shall see each other again, Freddy. And hopefully with your dad along.
Freddy nods.
Just know that if you see us again, you'll be better.
That would be nice. There's so many things I want to.
Good. Rest well, Freddy. Thank you for sharing with us. Lock him back into the blood.
As the lid lowers and Freddy gets comfortable. I think this is where we'll end session for tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
I'm just gonna write in my inventory Freddy's amulet.
Freddy's stuff.
No, I only have his amulet and the armor. I gave him back everything else.
It's not
Yeah,
an
I was gonna-
amulet.
I don't know what it is. It's a bracelet, right? Yeah.
No.
It's a bead string.
It's. I
No.
got amulet in my head now because it was said amulet before.
Here, roll me a d4.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no.
I
Dude.
am pretty sure.
Oh no.
What do you mean? You don't even know what it is?
No,
I
it's
instantly
okay.
realized what it is.
Yeah.
We don't know what it is.
It's not
They
a
should-
bead. It's not a bracelet.
It's
It's not
okay.
an amulet.
It's okay. It's okay.
Tell me what it is.
No, I'm not gonna tell you. I'm gonna demonstrate it to you.
What do you mean you're gonna demonstrate it to me?
Gonna
Do you want-
demonstrate it.
Parayapt.
Do you want me to just throw all of these on the ground right in front of me?
No.
It's
No, just
nothing.
put
It
them on
does
the ground,
nothing.
sit next to it, and then I'm gonna fireball you, and then let's see what happens.
No, let Amber talk. What,
It is
what do I call
literally
it?
it's liquid aether.
Oh,
That sounds
been-
cool.
What do you mean? I shouldn't have told you.
It was my only reason
It's
to
liquid
deprive
aether,
Azarius
ready
of
for
that item.
consumption.
Please don't. Oh man,
Suck it out. Suckle it out.
Freddy's father was a drug addict.
Okay.
Damn.
Yo, I'm gonna be selling
Dragomir, is
drugs.
that you?
I was about.
Hello there.
Leaving a stash for this kid, hiding it from the drug barons.
Literally me.
Oh, find
Just
more
like me.
Dragomir on the next Thursday.
For real, for real. He's just
I
like,
can't
Find
put
more
this in the right
Stargazers
thing.
next
Mhm.
Friday.
whoa, double trouble.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you very much for hosting, Amber.
Thank you very
Thank
much for being
you.
here.
It was
Thank you for hosting.
very enjoyable. And yes, we will indeed see you. Well, first on Thursday for Tales of Arkhona, or well, the city below rather, and then on Friday for the continuation of this.
And
with-
then on Saturday.
yes, but not this Saturday.
No, next
No.
one.
Next one, indeed. All right. Well, thank you for sticking around and watching, and everyone have a good evening.
Yeah.
Ciao, ciao.
Ciao.
Bye bye.